is it you pray for?
Greetings, salutations, and welcome to the 67th episode of Abyssal Musings. My name is Samuel the Infamous, and with me is my co-host and partner, Lawrence Knight.
Hello.
Hello. No. Greetings to everybody out there watching over on Twix, on Rumble, and especially on YouTube. I say especially. We get more live views on YouTube than we do anywhere else, but we get more views overall on the other platforms. It's kind of weird how that works out. So, but greetings to everybody who's with us, who's watching. Speaking of which, we should probably say hello to who's in chat.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, we're every bit thankful for all you guys on the other platforms as well. That really is it really helped us along, especially when the channel got taken down for a week or suspended for a week. So you guys really came through, and we appreciate our followers on the other streams as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I got no regrets about that though.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
None whatsoever. It is what it is. It was a bit freeing actually. You could, figured out how to make all that work. It spurred me on to figure out how Rumble works, which I had been putting off for some time. It was just generally, I would say overall it was a good thing. It's been worse. So first we have Lawrence Knight. I don't know who this guy is, but he keeps popping up and saying first. It's weird.
Hey, he's a good guy from what I hear.
Yeah. I see Kohai in the chat. Good to see you. We got Eddie Pickle with us tonight. D-Day Direwolf. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. And as always, because I have not gotten all of that stuff worked out yet, if you are over on Rumble, I will do my best to address your chats, either in the chat there or verbally, but I can't bring them up on screen yet because, technical issues. And also, I'm not good at technical issues. So,
hey, it's JV.
Oh, there he is. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah. So, how was your week, man?
I'm good. Did you send JV the link?
I did.
Okay. Just a second. No, my week was actually this week went by pretty quick. This week went by really quick. I keep thinking that today is Tuesday. It's just that I don't know. It's just the week's it's just flying by. For me, it's just weird. It's like 2023 flew by for me, but 2024 it's like everything just hit the brakes. It took forever to get out of January. December flew by. November, I mean, just the whole thing flew by. As soon as it hits January, boom, everything slowed down. And I'm so used to that pace and that feeling that I keep thinking that this is the start of a new week. And I kept, and earlier, I don't know why I was thinking that we were already in the middle of February. And I'm like, it's not even the 10th. Okay. But, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that things have slowed down a bit, because I blinked last year. I blinked and looked up and it was my birthday.
Yeah. By the way,
shit.
I know I said it to you personally offline and all that, but I don't know if I actually addressed it online. But happy belated.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, the week has gone by pretty fast. It's kind of crazy. So I started doing live streams again last week after getting my ass kicked by this plague that's running through, the West and the Midwest. Which killed my voice and my ability to speak without hacking up lung butter. It was super fun. Every cough came with a prize. But once I got back into the swing of things, yeah, this week's gone by real quick. And it would have been shorter actually. I was supposed to take the day off to do a thing with some other pals of ours on the internet, and it got pushed to next Friday. So I ended up going to work today anyway. So welcome,
Well, I
JB.
can't blame you. I would have done the same thing. Hey, JV.
Hello, Lawrence. Can you move me to Lawrence, because that's really my seat. That's where I'm supposed to be.
I mean, I could, but he's got the power to put you right back.
There you go. Okay, fair enough.
How
How's
you
your
doing,
week
man?
been, JV?
I'm doing good. Had a very interesting week in the world of entertainment and pop culture. So it's been a wild ride for this past week.
You know, I know that normally we try to stay clear of that because well, not stay clear of it, but we know that
Basilus.
F&R really covers us really well, and we do get some some spillover as far as watchers from there. So we don't want to, we try not to rehash what you guys have already presented. But as busy as this week been, I've kind of been in and out of the pop culture scene this week. But I do remember reading something about Gina Carano suing
Mhm.
Disney,
Oh yeah,
and,
big news.
and
Yeah, it is glorious. It is glorious, and the fact that it is being funded by Elon Musk. Oh, this is chef's kiss. This is still going to be an uphill to battle for them because the case was filed in a California court. So you got that to contend with, but I don't think Elon Musk is the type of guy who's going to put cash down for something he doesn't think is going to win.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy I think who hedges his bets. So if he's throwing down on this, then there's a good chance that they're going to come out on top on this. And like I said on because we talked about this on Dermy Wormy's channel Tuesday. It doesn't really matter at this point if Gina wins or loses her suit. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
This is she's just shown us all that the giant bleeds.
Yes.
This won't be the last.
Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Yeah, and this is going to be, and from everything that I've seen so far, from this was about a month and a half ago, maybe a little longer, but Jay Drunk Threepio was on a Culture Casino show, and he was saying that this could happen, that Gina was talking to people, and she has some pretty, according to Jay, has got some pretty damning evidence. There was an email that was circulated through Lucasfilm by Kathleen Kennedy. She was accidentally, was accidentally CC'd on it, and it's very damning. So,
Well, it doesn't surprise
Really?
me.
yeah, and 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 Gina, when she kind of felt this thing started keeping receipts, and I'm like, good girl, good. So this could be big, and I know Disney will probably try to offer a settlement right out the gate. Don't take it. Go to trial, because this is not about cash, not for her. This is about in the opposite end, sending a message.
Mhm. Now, I'm not normally one to applaud the litigious nature of our society. I actually think that people spend entirely too much time
Right.
and money suing each other into the ground.
I would agree.
But in this case, like, this is gonna sound kind of fucked up, fellas. I want to watch Disney burn.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's not the first time you said that. So
No, it's not. And I
like
do
the first time
believe
you said it, JB was on the panel. I think the first time you said it.
yeah, I do believe that last year on F&R, I may have made some statements regarding the foreshortened lifespan of Disney as a viable entity.
Mm.
And I was told that would not happen. And it's looking more and more like I was right.
Well, I did say that. I did say that. I did say that Disney will always exist in one form or another. That I did say.
Yeah, no, I wasn't calling you out or anybody specifically.
Okay.
It was a conversation. There was like 10 of us on the panel. But
Okay.
but yeah, no, it was one of those things where I had been told. I was just like, oh no, they'll, because they get their money from real estate, they get their money from the theme parks, this
Right.
and that. And,
Well,
we just watched all that theme park shit fall apart in the last year.
Well, yeah. Well, the fact that Universal is building theme parks with Disney's cash, is just glorious. So
yeah, and I got I did say something the other week, because as we've seen, as long as Bob Iger's in charge, we're going to get message this, message that.
Yep.
As long as that is the case, they are not a for-profit company. I'm not.
No.
Now, I did get called out. Somebody told me, he's like, "Well, they made a profit, the last couple of years," and it was, and I was like, even if that's true, that's not why they're doing it. Like, you can make profit and still not be about profit.
Right.
And
exactly.
I don't believe that they are. I believe that they'll ride this message into the ground.
Right. As long as you got companies, as long as you got entities like BlackRock, State Street, and the Vanguard holding big chunks of your stock, that's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I agree with you as far as Gina not settling, because we already know what comes standard with that is what an NDA.
Mm-hmm.
Which to me at this point it makes no sense. It's like, really, for the most part, the cat's out of the bag. Everybody knows what they did.
Right.
She knows more detail than we do.
Right. She knows that she knows whether it was targeted, whether she was the specific target, yada yada yada.
Great,
and hey, hooligan. And and plus, if you go to trial, that's discovery now. So then you get, and that's what they want. They want to get to discovery. So this is going to trial, and the fact that you've seen Elon Musk now hanging around Nelson Peltz, then when he has publicly called out Bob Iger, told him to go fuck himself, and in that same interview said, we've got companies who parade like they're doing good, but they're really evil. This for a content creator on YouTube in this space, this is Christmas like every day.
Yeah, Christmas in February.
Yes.
So, a few things. I saw a few things this week, and I think you may have seen them too. I saw something about some kind of diversity policy that was injected into Disney. I believe it.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? I was trying to enlarge it. I was like, wait, I can't even see the details of this thing.
This is kind of what Film Threat has been talking about the last couple weeks. And this will be Alan Ng from Film that is doing this series called The D Files, where going back to the firing of John Lasseter, how Disney has shifted from an entertainment company to a political company under Bob Iger. It's basically just if you want a show to be produced by Disney, you've got Section A, and it's got 5 categories. You need to check off at least 3 of these boxes. As far as your writer's room, there are 6 categories. You need to check off 4. The below the line people, your costuming, your gaffers, your sound, your techs. Out of 5 categories, you need to check at least 2. It's just checking boxes. So it's hiring for immutable character. It's hiring for immutable characteristics rather than merit.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Yeah.
a disaster.
You know, though, aside from the DEI stuff, it's well known that Disney does not pay creators who contribute in a lot of ways. So I would be curious to see if this lawsuit kind of during Discovery like opens up a bunch of that again. Like, you know, we know for a fact that after their acquisition of Lucasfilm, Alan Dean Foster was denied a ton of royalty checks that he is owed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I would be curious to see if this opens the floodgates on that.
We shall see. I mean, I think this is a more focused lawsuit now. As far as because it's Lucasfilm, but it's also Disney in general. I think Roseanne has jumped on to this as well because she was canceled from her show that was on ABC, which is owned by Disney. So. Yeah, this is Pandora's box, and Hope has left the box. So this is gonna get nasty.
No.
Oh man, if Shadow was on here, he'd have a field day with that analogy.
Right.
And how fitting is it that he had to go to bed? It was his curfew, so he missed it.
Hey, Clifton.
Hey,
Welcome, Clifton.
Hey,
So
no see.
Didn't I just see you?
I don't know. Maybe did you?
Possibly.
Or was I blinded by Shadu?
Well,
You didn't want to look my direction because of that.
He is really pale.
He is pale. Okay, I will be right back, guys. I'm going to take my cancer break.
Go ahead.
All right.
All right.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Well,
Yeah,
it was a debate. There was a debate earlier because I told Sam, I said, "Hey, man, JV's coming on tomorrow. You know, we've never had Clifton on. You know, why don't we bring Clifton on?" And because what we do every once in a while is we'll have like a game night. I call it game night, but we have quizzes that I'll put together. And so it's on a website called Sporkle. So, you know, I'll create them and then I'll, you know, make them available to the public. And they're usually timed. They're all, I mean, I've scoured and looked to try to see if there's any, I mean, you know, as far as multiple choice, I'm trying to see if there's any that you could turn the time off. And maybe there is, you know, I've just been too lazy to check. But, you know, it's no fun if it's just Sam and me on a panel, because it makes no sense for me to do it because I know the answers,
Well,
you know, and then Sam's by himself. So, and then that leaves him to, you know, try to, you know, Sam gets lonely. So his whole thing was,
Sam, you get
That's
lonely.
a harsh way to put that. Jesus.
Well, when it comes to the quizzes, you know, Sam gets a little lonely. And I was just like, well, why don't we invite Clifton on? He was like, man, you know, Clifton.
Lone. I'm lone.
But his concern was with, you know, because you're so many hours ahead of us. He was like, no, Clifton's going to be tired and this and this. And I said, why don't you let Clifton decide that? Let him decide that.
Yeah, I mean, it is 6 o'clock in the morning now, so I mean, I might as well just, you know, get a coffee and.
Well, if you're
Stay up.
sleepy, man, you know.
No. It's all good. I'm not sleeping anyway, so. Yeah.
You're not
Wunderbar.
What was that?
Wunderbar.
Oh, yes.
That's
I'm
about the
like-
extent of my German, buddy.
I thought he was telling you to eat a Snickers or something. Eat a Snickers, Clifton. You look tired.
Oh, I mean, a Wonder Bar isn't a Snickers. It's more of a Closer to a Butterfingers, probably.
Oh,
Oh, so there's actually a candy bar called that?
Yeah.
yes.
I did not know that.
You didn't?
No, not at all.
Oh
Wunderbar
Lord,
is also German for wonderful.
you
Yeah.
hear that? Hold on, you hear that, Kohai? Something in the world that Sam doesn't know.
There's lots of stuff I don't know, guys. I just happen to know a lot of weird, random shit.
Hey, you
This-
know. I mean, sure. I subscribe to the I'm Mr. 99% right man. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know,
I
I do
know
try
pretty
to-
much everything.
I know lots of stuff apparently other people don't know, but I don't know everything about everything. And there's lots of like regular stuff that everybody else seems to know that I just escapes me. So
I mean, you can always just wing it.
I
Most
do.
people do.
Like you do with your
I
car.
do.
Like you do with your
I
car.
wing it with. What are you talking about? I don't have a car anymore.
You know what I'm talking about. He used to have Clifton. He used to have a car, right? And then when
Not
the
this
timing
again.
belt went out, he went and got him a rattlesnake, killed it, and then used it as the timing belt.
None of this is true, by the way.
Prove it.
I don't have to prove it. I was there.
Prove it. Prove that you didn't do it. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. Every time I bring up him terrorizing rattlesnakes, he
I don't
swears up and
terrorize
down
them.
it's not true. But then when the show is over, he'll be like, "Yeah, well, you know, I did use a rattlesnake as a steering wheel once." And I'm like,
Again, none of that is true.
I understand on YouTube you can't say certain things and can't admit to certain things. I get it.
Is Larry
Yeah.
spreading lies again?
"No,
About
I'm
the
not."
snake shit. Yeah.
JV, no. Here's what you don't know, JV. A few months ago, after he semi blew up on me and told everybody in the chat, "Man, Larry's a liar. Don't listen, blah blah blah." We get off and we're in the back, and he's like, "Yeah, I use rattlesnakes for this, and this." And I was like, "Oh, so you did use them?" Well, I might have used one for my steering wheel. I might have done this. I'm like,
Conversation
really,
never
brother?
happened.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
I mean, you know what? Those damn
Conversation
rattlesnakes.
it happened 5 months ago.
No,
Wow.
look. The only thing I've ever done with rattlesnakes is eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
What you do with the skin?
That's it. I didn't do shit with the skin. You can't. The skin's not really edible.
I didn't say
You
you ate
remove
it.
the skin.
I made a pair of boots out of them.
Exactly.
You could do that, or you could.
You could do that.
Yeah,
A belt.
You can
I
make a
guess you could
timing
make
belt.
stuff out of them, but
A timing
know.
belt for your engine, a snake, a belt for your
it's
waist.
not. It's really
steering
not
wheel
that strong. Once you pull it off the snake, man, it'll
Right.
tear.
Yeah, it tears real easily.
Doesn't take much to tear snake skin after it's off the snake.
That's why you got one of those air dryers. One of those. The hell is that? Not an air. What is that thing? You can put fruit in it and it dries it out.
A dehydrator.
A dehydrator.
That would make it worse. That would make it even more brittle.
Yeah, I guess so.
Larry, I think Shadow's calling you the black face of white supremacy here.
Yeah, I think he is.
You know what's funny is that I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I not knowing that he's related to Larry Elder, and then I found out the other day, and I'm glad that I steered clear of a political discussion with him because I found out that he's also related to somebody with the initials M.O.B.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Even
not
though he
catching
had-
on, but that's fine.
Yeah, even though he has not met this person because they are a fifth cousin, I knew real quick not to just leave that one alone.
Mm-hmm. That little minefield there you could be walking into.
Yeah, because he seemed to be very proud of that relation, and I was just like, all I wanted to ask him was, "Hey, are the rumors?"
I mean, once you're like 5 times removed, the relation thing is a bit of a stretch.
It's kind of tenuous at that point.
Yeah, I mean, my second cousin on the left side of, he's related to Robin Williams, and no, I get it. Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of strange, to be naming people you're related to if they're that far removed.
Right. Well,
Right.
I used to know a guy who a long time ago who was half Mexican and also related to the bad Austrian
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
and Benjamin Franklin.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean,
Quite the spectrum
Yeah.
there.
Well, to be fair, Benjamin Franklin got around, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, he did.
there
partied.
are there's a case to be made that he might have invented modern cunnilingus. So
All right.
ooh.
that's
might
not a
have.
thing. He certainly complained about it later in life. About he's like, yeah, they can't get enough of it. My freaking tongue hurts. I want them to stop asking.
He caught,
Wow.
he caught syphilis on his tongue.
This is
Hey.
sore from too much action.
Oof.
Andy Pickle, actually, there is a small percentage of the population that has no relation at all to Genghis Khan,
Mhm.
but the vast majority of us, you're absolutely right, have a some relation to him because, again, got around mostly
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
the struggle snuggling. Yes,
Wow.
5 minutes earlier, and we wouldn't have been talking about that at all. I would not have been bringing it up yet.
Her,
It's
her
nice to see
record,
you, however.
her record remains in place. So this was just sent to me, and I'm wondering if you can shed some light on this, Sam.
Nope, had nothing to do with that. That wasn't me.
Yes, you did. That looks like a timing belt, does it not?
No, that just looks like a snake got caught in the gears.
Okay, so that's what we're calling it.
It wouldn't work. The only way that would work is if the snake bit its own tail and held on. And even then,
Yeah.
like after a couple of rotations, it would be so fried from the friction that it would die and let go
Mhm.
and then come off. So
Right.
this is
Not very
completely
practical.
impractical.
So then you
Yeah.
ate it, and then you made boots out of it. All right, cool.
It didn't stop you from trying, Sam, and this is evidence.
I
of
mean,
that.
it would cook the snake, sure.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it would.
But
Exactly.
there are easier ways to do
Ways
that
to-
without messing your
Yes.
engine up.
Yes,
Why?
exactly.
Why do it easy if you have the possibility to do it as complicated as possible?
I'm a simple guy. I don't like complicated.
Yeah. Well, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, this is proof. This is proof that you do use them for machinery, and there's plenty. Even though it'll come apart easily, I'm sure you've got Gorilla Glue or Elmer's glue or something. There's plenty of material there for a steering wheel cover.
Yeah, no, the friction would burn right through that thing.
Yeah.
It'd be a really bad way to go too if you were the snake.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would
You mean
suck. That'd be really
like
bad.
the one that was like the one that you wrapped over that steering wheel
Okay.
and drove from California to Washington.
I don't know where you're getting this steering wheel shit from. He was on the axle.
I mean,
and
that's the with
secondly,
the axle.
I had nothing to do with that. It was something I witnessed. Now, for context, Clifton, about 8-9 years ago, I was working at a truck stop in the middle of nowhere, and this car with California plates shows up, and they pull up to the store part of the area, and then people get out and they walk in, and I happen to be outside working at that time, and I glanced over, and this thing just thumps off of the bottom of the car. And I get a little closer, and I'm just like, "Oh shit, that's a Diamondback." We don't have Diamondbacks out where I live, by the way.
Okay.
Mhm.
He looked grumpy,
I bet.
really grumpy, because apparently he had been picked up somewhere in like Nevada or California and had held on for dear life while that axle kept spinning as these guys drove like 800-900 miles.
He's dizzy. He's dizzy too. Shit.
Yeah.
He had some nasty friction burns. Anyway, he slithers off into the local grass and all that. And that was the last I saw of him. I would wager he probably died of his injuries shortly after.
Probably.
If he didn't, you've got an arachnophobia style issue over there with a cross between a diamondback and who knows what else.
The only other things that's out here, we got prairie rattlers and timber rattlers, and they're all rattlers, so it's like,
Yeah.
and then we've got bull snakes, garter snakes, that sort of thing. There's not a lot of variety of snakes out here. There's pretty much just those, but yeah, and the occasional black snake, but that's about it. Those are harmless too. And so even if they were to crossbreed, which is unlikely, it's still just more venomous snakes. We already have venomous snakes here.
Yeah.
So
But,
these
yeah.
would just be a little bigger and therefore easier
Right.
to spot.
Right. There you go.
Definitely.
So, which is good because the freaking timber rattlers out here are invisible until they start making noise.
Oh, fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what happens when everything's fucking brown.
Yeah. There is that. Yes. There's that. I was lucky enough. I was at my the bar one night. I had to get up to go do something, and I happened to look down, and luckily I've got like white tile. I've got like a white tile on my floor, and I see something that's not supposed to be there, and I'm like, oh, hello, scorpion.
Oh,
And
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
JV doesn't like scorpions.
Nope.
I don't blame
Nope. Nope.
Yeah. Nope. Can't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The that video that they kept showing you last year of that room that was coated in the
Fuck
emperor
that.
scorpions.
Fuck that.
They're not even the most dangerous ones, but they're huge.
Oh, fuck,
Still though,
fuck
man.
that shit.
Who wants to get stung by a scorpion,
I
deadly
see.
or not? Hey, Celine.
Yeah. No, nobody wants to get, like, if you were to get stung by an emperor scorpion, odds are it wouldn't inject enough venom to do anything but make you, kind of pretty sick for a little while.
Right.
It'd be the biggest worry would be infection in the hole that it leaves in you, because it's kind of like getting stabbed by a ballpoint pen.
Right.
Because they're huge. The smaller ones are the ones you really got to worry about, because they just like prick you. I mean, it's like we're talking bee sting size, if not smaller.
Right.
And they tend to be a lot more deadly.
Oh yeah. They're more venomous.
Mhm. Yeah, tiny clear scorpions are pretty bad. The black ones that glow in black light
Uh-huh.
are some of the deadliest on the continent. They're pretty nasty, and they're tiny too. Like they're not much bigger than your average cockroach.
Right.
And I mean average cockroach. I'm not talking like those fucking gargantuan
Texas.
things they got in New York and Texas.
Right.
Yeah. But just like, average, maybe 2 inches long, maybe as an adult.
So
Yeah,
not one of
so,
those big Madagascar style cockroaches.
Oh man, those things don't get that big either, but they're fucking loud. God damn.
Right. And then and then there was another night where it was during the lockdowns, and I was at the bar just to babysit the place, because there's no money in there, and we've got like a jukebox and some expensive stuff in there. And there was sightings of some rats outside in the back area, and I'm like, and so we had set a couple traps around, and one night I'm just watching TV, and I hear this bang, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? And then I hear like something like dragging across the floor. So I go look over it. This poor rat, it didn't kill it right away. It like snapped on to its neck, and it's dragging the trap around trying to get itself free. So I put it in a trash bag, and then I whacked the trash bag on the walk-in door a few times just to put it out of its Isery because it was suffering.
Andy Pickle says, we have a lizard brain. I've literally stopped walking mid-step. No chance to actually recognize the snake in the path. Brain just said, nope. Nope, because nope, bro.
Mhm. That's how I am. I see a snake. Ooh, nope, I'm good.
Nope, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
take.
Well, that's where most people get in trouble is they don't pay attention to those instincts. So they end up not seeing the thing. And then
Yeah.
they step on it and they get bit. That's usually how that happens. Most of the time. I mean, there's some snakes that are just aggressive as fuck, but for the most part, yeah, generally they're not going to go out of their way to bite you unless you step on them. And rattlesnakes will tell you not to
Yeah.
come any closer. You know,
Hey, you're close, buddy. Hey, you're close. You're close. You might want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there was that time. There was that time when I was in Cancun at the Club Med, and where they got this ocean-fed lagoon where they do the water skiing, and I'm looking around, and a corner of my left eye, something in the water moves, and I look over, and about 12 feet long and about at least 3 feet wide, there's a saltwater crocodile.
Oh yeah, get the fuck out of the water.
Exactly.
And up a tree.
Thank you.
And up a tree
Yes,
because
yes.
crocodilians, little known fact, can run faster than people on land too.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't clue. Yeah, no, they're much better swimmers than we are, but yeah, over short distances they can outrun us on land. It's kind of terrifying. They'll lift their whole body weight up off the ground on those stubby little legs and just haul ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the person giving me the tour said, "Oh, we keep her and the babies well fed." I'm like, and it's a mom on top of it. Oh no. Because that is one of the few reptiles that has the maternal instincts as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, they're one of the only. Well, so there are some that do, but crocodilians are known for crocodilians and for a limited amount of time, turtles and tortoises.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but beyond that, yeah, lizards eat their young. Most snakes, weirdly, it's the really venomous ones that tend to take care of their young when they have like rattlesnakes tend to give. I hesitate to use the term live birth, but it is technically live birth because the eggs hatch inside the body most of the time with them, whereas other snakes will like lay a bunch of eggs and then just keep them warm and all that. But rattlesnakes will nest, which is really interesting behavior, especially for pit vipers. Because like a lot of other ones won't necessarily do that, and if they do, it's not for very long before they chase off the young ones because competition for food and all that. But
Right.
But yeah, no, you don't want to get between a gator or a croc and their babies. You do not want to do that. They actually spend a couple of years raising their young. So yeah, just be careful. Don't mess with them out there. In South Dakota, in Rapid City, there's a place called Reptile Gardens, which I've mentioned on the channel before. If you haven't been, you should definitely go before PETA gets it shut down forever. They've already gotten the raptors removed, the birds of prey, which is unfortunate because they had some really cool shit there. Like they had a California condor at one point, but they have the second largest saltwater crocodile in captivity on planet Earth. And he's huge. He's like 23 feet long, I think.
Fuck that.
Damn.
And
Yeah,
it gets
That's a
better.
dinosaur. That's a
It gets
dinosaur.
better. So you go into this this kind of cave-looking enclosure, and there's thick plate glass between you and the animals, and you can see them from that side. But you can also walk out of the enclosure, out of the kind of cave-like structure, and go around the back because they have to have they have to have access to sunlight. Being reptiles, they don't generate their own body heat. So
Right.
if you go around back, though, they're the only thing that's between you and this big motherfucker, whose head is as long as my torso, and I'm a very, very lanky dude, is a 3 foot high chain link fence.
Nope.
That's it.
Nope.
That's the only thing that's between you and this beast.
Nope.
Getting Jurassic Park vibes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I learned my lesson going to Florida. You know, I mean, of course, you know, Florida has gators and everything. And I'm standing outside this hotel. I'm in Orlando, and my hotel was basically across the street from Disney World. And our friends and I we're sitting there talking. It's nighttime, and I look over it and I see this little sign that's not even poking up. It's in the ground, right?
Mhm.
And it says, "Beware of alligators."
Yes.
You know, it's like elevator crossing, and I was like, "Lake, grass, idiots standing on the grass, 6 inches away from the water."
Yeah. Children
Yeah.
have died.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
scary.
have any
There was,
gators here, but
there was a
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. Go, Khalid.
Oh no, I'm just saying I don't have any gators, or I don't recall any rattlesnakes here in Germany, but we got wild boars.
Oh,
Nice. We've got those too.
you.
They're
Nope.
fucking dangerous.
Don't
They
bend
will
over.
eat you. Nope.
Go walking in the forest and ooh.
I'm curious. Since basically the deforestation of the Black Forest, which used to cover most of the central part of Europe,
Mhm.
I know that there are a whole lot fewer of them than there used to be. But is the European wolf still a thing, or have they gone extinct yet?
They had gone completely extinct from Germany, but they are reintroducing the wolf into the forest. They basically got like a few wolves in captivity that they had, and bred them with Polish wolves, and now go on into the forest with you, and find out
Uh,
your own food source.
That's going to work out well. They're going to start. They're going to start eating farmers' livestock, and the same shit's going to start all over again.
Yes.
It's
Yellowstone
funny
National
though,
Park.
because we're having that same problem here, where they just reintroduced the gray wolf to Yellowstone, which is in the state that I live in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the gray wolf, no offense to Europeans, but the gray wolf makes your wolves look like fucking puppies. They're
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
And they are absolutely a problem for livestock. It's why they were basically driven to extinction in Wyoming and Colorado and Utah and everywhere except points north. There was a time I think you could only
Montana.
find them in Canada and Montana. Yeah.
I mean,
And
just look at what the dingoes do in Australia, right?
oh yeah. Yeah. And again, the gray wolves outclass the dingoes in size by
Yes.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're in fact, I believe they're one of the largest canids on Earth. If you
Yeah.
don't include bears, which are technically fairly closely related, even though the Ursine are slightly different.
Right.
But they're going to be a problem again. And you got the wildlife people, the activists going like, "Oh no, they were here first. They deserve." I was like, "Yeah, but you don't understand that once something goes extinct,
Mhm.
the
Nature
ecosystem
adapts.
adapts,
Right.
Yeah.
and
It
to
adapts to it.
reintroduce them will throw it into chaos again."
Well,
It's like
yeah.
this is not going to go well.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
not talking about just modern animals. They're talking about reintroducing mastodons and the saber fucking tooth tiger.
No.
It's like,
Yeah, they are.
Why would you do that?
Because
I've
Yeah.
seen the documentary. It's called Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a warning, not a how-to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading about that. That was like what, the summer of last year, and I was just like,
Yeah.
these guys are insane.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it
Yeah,
be
there's
cool?
no way.
No.
There's
We're gonna
no
bring back
way that they'd end
pterodactyls.
up.
It's gonna be great. You
No,
know,
it won't.
There's no way that's going to end well. I mean, it's not going to end well for the animals. It's not going to end well for anything they interact with.
No.
Their time has come and gone.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And as for those gray wolves, I mean, the livestock is one thing, but if you're the owners of those homes, them wolves are gonna be outside. They're gonna be looking at you like it's either the livestock or you. Make a choice.
Yeah.
Mhm. Andy Pickle, yeah, no, I'm aware of that. Like by removing a thing, when a thing goes extinct, yes, it does jack up the ecosystem. Especially something like an apex predator, like the gray wolves, who are
Right.
essential for keeping the populations down. No, I absolutely agree with
Yeah,
you.
the elk.
The problem
The
is
elk,
that
right.
since then, the area has adapted to their absence.
And it gives more hunting.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a problem, and they're not going to stay confined within the park. Like Beak was saying here, they reintroduced the gray wolf in Colorado too, which, by the way, they said they weren't doing. They did not tell the fucking population that they were going to do that until well after it had happened, and they continued to deny it despite multiple sightings with proof.
Yeah.
And they only recently announced, "Oh yeah, we're reintroducing the gray wolf to Colorado." It had already been done. So yeah, it's just
So I know we mentioned dingoes earlier. Did the dingoes help the humans in the emu fight?
well, they ate the baby. The dingoes ate that baby.
Yep.
Uh,
Ate the baby.
no.
Yeah.
The dingoes didn't pick a side. They didn't give a shit who won.
Okay.
I would say they were Switzerland, but going after the babies,
Right, exactly. Well, there
you
you
can't
go.
really say that they were Switzerland.
Yeah, no, they're
Jeez.
opportunists.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So they waited to see who would win first, and like, oh, emus. Hey, what's up?
Oh no dingo's gonna take an emu on by itself.
No,
They're not
not even
stupid.
close. That's a raptor. That's a fucking
an emu could kick through a car door.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute, I
Big
didn't know.
chicken.
Well, yeah, I guess
That's a
I
big
shouldn't be
chicken.
surprised, but yeah, that's woo.
Yeah, they're you ever been near ostriches, Larry?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you know how big those things are?
yeah.
Emus are just as big, but they've got prehistoric claws on their feet.
Yep. And they're
And-
assholes.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're all assholes. An
Yes.
ostrich will just hide because they're kind of pussies. But they will fight if they have to. But if they can, they can just hide and get away that way. They'll do that. Whereas an emu will start fights.
Yeah, and then there's a smaller version of that, like the cassowary or something. I think it's called. That's a nasty bird
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, cassowary's got this look in its eye like it wants everything that lives dead.
too. True story. True story.
They got these weird crests on their heads too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy. No, I agree with you. I do. City folk are idiots about it, but it's city folk who are doing most of the reintroducing too, which is because they have no understanding of how ecosystems work.
Oh yeah.
You know?
No.
So, yeah, it's
Just another reason why I hate cities.
right. So I don't know. We're not exactly city folk out here. It's like technically I live in a city because it's incorporated, but it's not that big, and most of us live basically in the middle of fuck all nowhere for
Right.
ever. And most of us understand the balance, that kind of thing. Poachers generally look down on here. And if you catch somebody poaching on your land, sometimes the poachers just kind of disappear.
Yep.
But it's, I don't know. Wyoming's rough country though. It can be a little hardcore out here.
Yeah, and then you got my state where there's basically where I live. Then you got the capital, which is like in the northmost part of the state, and pretty much nothing in between.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, I've got a surprise for you guys. Well, it's not really
And
a
that is?
surprise. It is this.
Oh wow!
It's quiz night, folks. Been a minute,
All
right.
since we've done one.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
This
we
night.
had to come on and do this because we know that Samuel is lonely.
Lone, Clifton, lone.
Nah, he was lonely. He was lonely.
Shut up, Eric.
Uh, he was lonely, JV.
Well,
So yeah, so this one, there's two tonight. This one is the long. This one is the longer of the two. I think it's by 2 questions. It's 20 questions, 25 minutes. There's some crazy laws out there, folks.
Oh yeah.
There's some
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
laws out there. And the hard thing is, as you can see, the person is highlighted right now. She is the main reason why I have to comb high and low. She's the reason why I stopped using this show for quizzes, because somehow that young lady, the last time I did it, she knew every question. I was
And
Yeah,
supposed
she
Clue,
kind of she kicks ass at quizzes.
and
yeah,
Clue,
I was
you were not wrong.
uh, I actually saw, it's funny, I actually saw a news article a few hours ago about a Nevada brothel lady who gets
Mhm.
paid to deflower sons. Uh
Mhm.
and she
Yes.
said yeah. But when she started true, if she started, going through the ages of virgin men that she had slept with, and it went from anywhere from 18 and in some cases 70.
Ooh, whoop.
She said on the average it's like,
70-year-old virgin. New
yeah,
movie.
she said on average it's like men in their 30s, and I was just like, okay, so Sam is Sam, he'll be right back. But yeah, she said on average it was men that are 35 years old, 40 some years old. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, well, sucks to be you, I guess. I mean, or not. I mean, you
I
look at
mean,
it this way, right?
Some women like
it's
that.
it's just a business transaction. There is no morals to it. Just take it out of that. Take that out of the equation. You're getting stuff pimped to you every day. They're called commercials. They're called ads. All it
Mhm.
Yep.
is, it's a business transaction.
Yep.
It's a commercialization.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that happens in Germany all the time. That's normal.
Well, see, Germany has an established red light district, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Germany,
Yeah.
they're all over the place.
Yeah.
They're probably getting the hell taxed out of them too.
Right. You know what?
Probably.
If
I
it's
mean,
legal,
not
heck, if it's legal, heck, do what you want. I don't care. It's not.
Yeah.
I have no problem with. I think it should be legalized across the board, and whatever any state or county wants to do, then it's up to them. But don't make it illegal, because then all you do is create a market.
Exactly. I would actually say that having it legal here in Germany probably protects the girls.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does. It actually does.
So, yeah. Now, what your personal morals are,
That's up.
you know,
That's
that's up to you.
that's on you.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's true. That is true. And speaking of that too, now one thing I did read, and this kind of shocked me, is this girl I guess she was on a radio show, and she was telling a story about. She said that her best friend was getting married, basically last week or week before she did the show,
mhm.
and
Mhm.
and it didn't happen. When the host asked why, um, she said somebody walked in and found her getting bent over by the groom's uncle.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep in mind, the bride and the groom have been together. They're high school sweethearts, and the uncle has no, of course, knew his nephew, but the uncle had known this woman since she was a child.
Wow.
And so
Yeah.
this is half an hour before she's walking out to marry this man, and she's in her room getting bent over by his uncle?
It's
I
all
mean,
relative. It's all
I, I
relative.
I mean, looking at nowadays, just crazy things. I think I should have been born like 20, 30 years earlier. Cause yeah, relationships are nasty right now.
Yeah. Is Sam back?
Yeah, he's
Yes,
back.
Personal experience right now. But what Hooligan said, bring back dueling. I want that. I want to see that.
There are
Swords?
certain states where mutual combat laws exist. Today, weirdly, Washington State is one of the places.
Swords, guns, whatever. I'm fine with it all.
Yeah, good luck
Bring it
following
back.
through with that. Even though it's a that's not going to stop the cops from look. It's legal. It's on the books. Yeah, but we're still going to take you.
But do you have to use the white glove to slap someone across the face though? Because I think
Yes.
that should be
Bring back gloves or gauntlets. I'm fine
Okay.
with that.
okay.
I'm reminded of the episode Shindig and Firefly, where
Yes.
he punches Atherton Wing and if you require, any man here can lend you use of a sword. Use of a what now?
Right.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
Sure.
All righty. Shadow needs to go to sleep. My phone's getting blown up. All righty. So I did this kind of in a rush because I've been running today. So let's hope that my record of having jacked up questions in here didn't go through. But I'm sure we're gonna see something. All right,
Okay.
let's do it. Okay, refusing to vote in Egypt. Yeah, there the first one will be hit with a big fine and even a prison sentence. Is it true or
True.
false?
I
True.
think it's true.
True.
Okay. This country has legalized prostitution and made the act taxable. Norway.
Holland.
Holland.
Oh, you're right. Holland.
Yeah.
All right.
They're like the biggest country in Europe.
Okay.
Does that.
Singing in this state puts your freedom in danger. Singing off key here will get you arrested. Minnesota, North
Carolina.
Dakota, Georgia. Dang, JV.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean,
this is a weird one.
That just popped to me. I'm like, Carolina. For some reason, that just sounds.
Yeah. It kind of sounds like something that would be true in North Dakota too. I've been to North Dakota. It's a weird place with weird rules.
Right.
North Dakota has some weird rules. So yeah, I can see it. I don't know, but yeah, I'd go with North Dakota.
You going with North Dakota? What about you, Sam?
I just said North Dakota, yeah.
And it looks like nobody in the chat is let's see. No one lives in North Dakota.
That is factually untrue. There's just not many people. There are more people in North Dakota than there are in Wyoming. Wyoming is the lowest population of any state in the union.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, North Dakota has 2,001 people.
Dude, we have 500,000 here.
500,000?
Yeah. Oh, well, it's a little less now because it's the off season, but yeah.
Oh, of course. Oh, yes, the off season for them. The weather took care of that. So Beak is going with Georgia. So I've got 2 for North Dakota, 1 for Georgia, and 1 for North Carolina. Okay. Andy said Georgia.
Okay, so that's 2 for Georgia.
2 for Georgia, 2 for North Dakota, where nobody's is.
For some reason, North Carolina, I know, it's just speaking to me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Beak says they're proper in Georgia. I don't know, man. You guys know Caucasian Sasquatch. He's from Georgia.
He's sing off key?
No, he does not sing off key.
He sings well.
Maybe.
I sing now every day. It's getting close.
I don't know, man. I think we've got
Just to break.
North Dakota has yellow flies that fill your.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they got these big freaking flies that like.
Just
the flies themselves aren't yellow.
Okay,
it's just
so
what they
there it
look like
okay.
when windshield
North
turns
Dakota.
inside out.
Who's in North
Alright,
Dakota?
so-
Let's find out.
Alright.
No, it's North Carolina.
Oh, damn.
Good call,
Men
JV.
can wear dresses in Italy.
True.
True.
Yeah, true.
No.
Oh wow.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
What do you need a permit for in Wyoming between January and April? Getting into bar fights, hunting rattlesnakes, meditating naked, or photographing rabbits?
Sam.
It's probably hunting rattlesnakes. Which is a weird. Now that can't be right because January and April they're dormant. You know, they're usually still hibernating or just coming out. So I
Meditating
don't know.
I'm gonna
naked.
go with meditating naked.
Getting naked. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that one.
What about you, Sam?
Yeah. I don't know. We have some weird fucking laws here, and I don't know all of them. Let's go with meditating naked.
All right.
It's probably not.
No,
I don't know.
photographing
Uh-huh.
rabbits.
Rabbits.
Photographing
I
rabbits.
don't know why you want to get near the rabbits anyway. They all got fucking viruses.
Doing this in Australia will get you a $500 fine. Throwing a venomous animal at someone, rewarding a thief who returns something they stole from you, hanging from the side of a building for more than 3 minutes, or wrestling kangaroos without a permit.
Why would you
Wrestling
wrestle
kangaroos.
Wrestling
Why would you
kangaroos,
do
but-
that?
There's some crazy people out. People wrestle bears.
Yeah, and they're stupid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, we are talking about
Yeah.
Australia here.
I mean, kangaroos are swole as fuck. Those things are huge.
I don't know why you would want to do that either, because odds are they're not gonna. I mean, they might box you a little bit, but then they're gonna just kick right through your spine. So
I don't know why you would wage war. I don't know why you would wage war against giant birds, but they did it anyway.
according to the Australians, the birds started it.
So we got one for wrestling, one for rewarding a thief. What do you guys say?
I'm gonna say
Kangaroos.
I'm gonna say throwing a venomous animal.
Okay, one for each.
I mean, that's assault with a deadly animal.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, but I'm gonna stick with kangaroos because I think it's funny.
Okay,
Same here.
there's 2 for kangaroos. All right, kangaroos it is. Let's check. No, rewarding a thief.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you can't
What
reward them
backwards
even if they bring it back to you. Men in Nevada are legally prohibited from doing this if they have a beard. Kiss a woman, clean your beard in a public bathroom, save the hairs you trim off, or grow your beard past your neck. So no ZZ Top stuff.
Well, the past your neck is not true because I see massive beards here. Kissing a woman, that's not true because again, massive beards. I would say clean your beard in a public bathroom.
That's 2.
Yeah, it's a hygiene issue.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hooligan says I'm guilty of all 4. And he said public bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna go public bathroom too because that is a hygiene issue.
Okay, let's check. Nope, kiss a woman.
That is not
Really?
true.
Really?
Yeah, it's,
Wow.
it's not me that said it.
I mean,
Ohio-
you don't usually kiss hookers, right?
Depends on how much you pay.
You know where their
I don't
mouth
know
is
the
big.
answer to that question.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
It's called mouthwash.
Ohio police officers can do this to help a dog calm down. Give the
Tase
dog
it.
treats, nightstick the dog, tase it, or bite the dog.
Tase it.
I got one for tase.
Tasing would calm a dog down.
See, if they're are they just talking about like any old dog, or are they talking about police dogs?
Any old dog.
Any old dog? Probably nightstick the dog.
So I got one for nice.
What-
So I got 2 for tase.
What is the night?
So I
What
got
is a
3 for
nightstick?
tase.
It's a baton. It's the thing that they
Yeah.
beat you over the head with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nightstick
got
is an
3
old term.
Yeah, so I got 3. I got 3 for tasing. Oh no, 4 because of JV. Kohai says bite the dog.
Uh,
Come on, Sam.
Kohai would bite the dog. Oh, I said nightstick.
Oh, that's right.
I would bite the dogs as well.
Okay, so 2 for bite, 1 for nightstick, and majority said tase the dog. So let's check. It's bite the dog.
Jesus.
The strict curfew for toilet flushing in Switzerland is at 11:30 p.m. False, it's at 10 p.m. or true.
False, it's at 10.
Yeah, I would almost say it's false at 10.
All right, let's check. Yep. The California fart law says methane emissions on dairy farms must be cut by 1% and by 2030. 40%, 80%, 60%, or 35%.
80 because
it's 80.
they're fucking crazy.
Yeah, they are nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
In order to do that, in order to achieve 80%, they have to kill all the cows too.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why you eat meat.
Mm-hmm.
Andy says 80. Kohai says 40.
Yeah, I think it's 80.
Yeah, I'm sticking with 80.
3 for 80. Let's see. Nope,
It is.
40.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of low for California.
That's
Yeah.
what that's why I put it on there because that was a shocker. Doing this can get you 25 years in prison in Arizona. Shooting homing pigeons, flushing wet naps down the toilet, jaywalking in your underwear, or cutting a cactus.
I want to say
Cutting
cutting
a
a cactus.
So I got 2 for cutting a cactus.
Yeah,
Do I have any
I
takers
don't
in
know.
this chat?
Well, see, some
There you go.
cacti rather, they have like you can get fluid out of them. Usually it's water, but sometimes there's a very strong hallucinogenic element that yeah. It sends you
Well,
off. We got 2 more for cactus in the chat. Clue says pigeons.
you got like 4 total for cactus. I started keeping 4 or 5 because you and Clifton said cactus, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So 2.
Yeah, I mean
three,
jaywalking's a
4.
crime anyway, whether you're in your underwear or not.
Yeah. So let's see. Cactus, yep.
Mhm.
Swearing and offensive gestures will get you deported or some jail time in Kenya, and UAE, or neither.
I could have sworn I heard something about UAE and proper language in public.
Yeah, I could see that.
I want to say UAE, but it's probably Kenya and the UAE.
I'll go for the UAE only.
Clue
looks
says
like
UAE. Kohai says
B.
both. Hooligan says UAE.
Yeah, it looks like the UAEs have it. Oh, Andy Pickle says neither.
Okay.
Hmm.
And you guys said, you said, all right, let's check. Nope, both.
Ah,
Woohoo!
Yeah. You can't do this in many regions in Africa without a permit. Watch movies not made in Africa, watch the news, go on safari, or lead a safari.
lead.
Lead.
Yeah, lead makes sense.
Seems like the kind of thing you need a license for.
All right. So that's 3 for lead, 1 for damn it, Kohai.
The one for ear.
1 for ear. Kohai says news.
News.
Andy Picklejar says
Go on a
safari.
safari. What's his eat?
Yeah. So okay.
I think it's lead a safari.
So I got lost. So how many is that for lead? It's 2
3.
for lead,
It's
right?
all 3 of us.
3.
Mhm.
3. So all 3 of you guys, and then Andy makes 4. Beaky
So that's
says
the-
movie. Kohai says news. So it's lead a safari. Let's see. Nope, it's watch the news.
Damn,
Really,
Kohai.
Kohai?
Jesus.
Well done.
Wow. Well played, dude.
Also, that law sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I
You
mean, why don't
cannot
they just do it
possess
like
this
in the
in your car
States
while
and have
driving in France.
propaganda
It's
instead of
considered a lethal
news?
weapon.
What was
Yeah.
I'm
that? Cliff?
sorry.
Okay.
I'm
I don't know.
sorry. I just said why
You
don't they do it like they do in the States and in Germany? They, just propagandize the news.
There you go.
You cannot you cannot possess this in your car while driving in France. It's considered a lethal weapon. French bread and ashtray, both or neither. You know they love that French bread and ashtrays.
They do get the
Yeah.
French
A
bread
lethal
somehow.
weapon?
I mean, French bread's pretty hard.
I would
Yeah.
say neither.
But I would know an ashtray definitely. I know this is considered a weapon. So
No, it's not. Duh. It's not a weapon.
It
it is in Europe.
deodorant.
Well, made
He said
a.
deodorant.
Oh boy.
It's true.
Oh, hooligan. I'm just saying.
Wee
I'm gonna say
wee.
neither.
Okay, so that's 2 for neither.
Yeah, I'll go neither.
That's 3 for neither. It was like Clue said neither too. Says what 4?
I'm sticking to ashtray, but
Okay. He said for all right.
Andy, if you should read Discworld, the dwarves have a thing called battle bread.
All right, let's see. Nope, an ashtray.
Wow. Okay, Clifton. All right there.
All right.
it's Europe. You're not allowed to have guns. So I mean, we're talking about ashtrays are the heavy glass bowls. That's what they use. For
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
No.
That's why I tend to keep the glass.
That's why I
ashtrays
drive
in
around
my
with a
car.
brick.
All right.
That's an
let's see.
ashtray.
No,
If you
no,
are-
just a brick.
Okay.
If you're driving to Washington, D.C. to commit a crime, you must do this first before entering the city. Call the police chief directly, not steal anything worth more than $5,000, leave the car within city limits and walk away or be arrested. You cannot tell anyone you will be committing a crime.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If you are driving to Washington, D.C. to commit a crime, you must do this before entering the city. Call the police chief directly, not
Run
steal
for
anything
office.
worth more than $5,000.
Not a lie.
I think
Oh,
I think it's
hooligan.
no. This is like this is like that IRS fucking clause that in your tax deals where if you have any illegally gained funds, you're also supposed to report that to the IRS. I think it's call a police chief directly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 3. It's true though. Run for office. I wish I had put that on there.
That is. Oh wow.
All right, let's see if it's called police chief. It is.
Mhm.
Damn.
It's illegal for men to do this in Egypt. Wear heels, beat their wives, belly dance, or grow their hair down to their waists.
Grow their hair down to their waists.
It's either that or wear heels. I think.
No heels. Because of course, right? When you think about heels, you're thinking about high heels and stuff, shit like
Right.
that. No,
Maybe like boots.
The Oxford shoes, they have heels. So
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm
gonna say.
I mean, there are male belly dancers. I do know this, so I would go with grow hair. But I don't know if they're allowed to do it in Egypt.
So that's what 2 or 3 for hair.
This is 3 for hair, I think.
Yeah.
4 for hair.
4 for hair.
1 for belly dance. So it looks like the hairs have it. And let's see. Nope, it's belly dance.
Really?
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
It's illegal for pregnant women to do this in Madagascar. Wear pants, wear a hat, paint their lips, or wear blue shirts.
Paint their lips.
I would say lips too.
Yeah.
That's 2 for the big lips.
Yeah, no. Paint lips.
That's 3 for them lips.
Not those lips.
Ew. Go high says hat.
It's saying hat.
Yeah, Andy Pickle says ancient Egyptians shaved because of lice. This is true.
Yep.
Modern
Beak
Egyptians do
says
not seem to
lips.
have that same practice. Lips
Clue
and
says you better be wrong, Kohai. So I got 4 for
Andy says
lips.
pants. Andy says pants.
So 4 for lips, 1 for pants, 1 for hat. Well, the lips have it anyway, so let's see. Nope, wear a hat.
What
Damn.
the hell, Kohai?
Coco High.
I told you guys she was good at this.
She wait, Kohai, are you
Googling.
this?
I would think so, but Larry's done a number of these that were specifically pulled from like this channel. The questions all had to do with things in the past on this channel, and she was bang on with every one of them, even some of the obscure shit from like episode 3.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was like outside, stuff specific
I
to
mean,
the channel,
I mean,
not
I
like
mean, I mean, I'm just saying because
cheating.
because Larry asks, and Kohai waits a few seconds prior to her answering. So I'm just saying here.
Well, there's a little delay too, but yeah.
We're almost done. Indian soldiers cannot fight with knives against other soldiers unless they're from China, Nagaland, Sri Lanka, or Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, or I'm waiting for
Sri Lanka.
Kohai's answer.
I got 1 for Bangladesh. I got 1 for Sri Lanka. JP wants an
Well, Sri
investigation. That's a choice.
Sri Lanka is technically like it's technically a separate country, but it's kind of also proxy ruled by India.
Kohai,
Sort
so what do you say?
They definitely want to march in there.
Yeah. I would say Sri Lanka just because
I'm going to say Nagaland.
I don't know where Nagaland is.
So I got 2 for Nagaland and 2 for Sri Lanka, correct?
3 for Sri Lanka. Oh,
3 for
2. I guess. Yeah. I don't. Clifton, did you say Sri Lanka as well, or did
Yeah,
you
I
say
said
something
Sri
else?
Lanka.
Okay.
But yeah. Go ahead.
Where are Kukri fighters from? Yeah, I'm from India.
So it looks like it's a tie, right? You got 2 for Nagaland and 2 for Sri Lanka.
3.
For Sri Lanka.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Nope, it's Nagaland.
Damn.
I don't even know where Nagaland is.
Where couches come from. It's illegal.
You know what? Naga means snake.
Yeah. So, it is, and then you should have known the answer to that. It is illegal to do this for more than 5 hours in America. Sleep, play bingo, do backflips, or sing.
Definitely. Well, playing bingo is definitely not a thing because have you seen? Because I live in a state where the bingo is a thing.
Beaky says bingo.
Is this a federal law?
I'm not. Well, I think it would have to be.
I mean, in America, it says America, so it has to be federal.
Kohai.
I'm gonna say do backflips.
Kohai. I'm
1 for
waiting.
bingo, 2 for backflips.
I know it ain't sleep. I mean, if it was, we'd all be in trouble.
Sing.
And he says sing. I got one right, so it's probably not bingo.
Bingo.
You know what?
Well,
Yeah,
bingo?
I'll go with
Really?
bingo.
Okay.
All right. So that's 3
Mhm.
for bingo. I guess that's the advantage. There you go.
Shit.
All right.
You're.
Just remember,
Probably
there's a
because
delay.
It's probably because it's gambling. In a lot of places it's gambling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
and
so.
that's only actually strictly legal in a couple of places in the U.S. So
Yeah.
On the river.
You can't kiss on trains in France, but you can kiss on railroad stations before the train comes or use the designated kissing area near the parking spaces. Is that true or false?
true. France is weird.
I'll say it's true.
I'll say it's true.
All right. Let's see. It is true. You guys
Damn.
got 7 out of 20.
Damn.
That is what it is.
Those are some weird laws.
Those are some strange laws. Yes.
Yeah,
The
the
French
other
stuff
one.
doesn't surprise me at all, though. Fuck France.
Hey, when you're on the train, you have to be proper. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Before getting on, it's the wartime thing. You know, you can kiss your honey goodbye and then
all
see her
I'm
for the
thinking
last
about is that scene in Eurotrip when they're on the train and the weird Italian guy gets into their car and every time they hit a long tunnel, he molests somebody.
You're thinking about wee wee. You're saying wee twice.
He's like, scusi, scusi.
Scusi.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know, man. Not that I know you're in Germany, man, but Europe's a weird fucking place.
It is.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
How long have you lived in Germany?
For this last time,
For this
since
last time.
yeah, I mean, I was born in the States. We came to Germany in '99, and in '09 I went back to the States, and in '13 I came back to Germany.
Wow.
So what made you go back to Germany?
My mom and my sister live here, and I got into a bit of a fight with family because, you see, family thought that I was taking advantage of my grandmother because I moved in with my grandmother and took care of her. She needed someone to take care of her. And well, once I moved back to Germany, they realized, oh shit, we don't have the time to take care of our mother. So yeah.
Mm.
That sounds like a basket of nasty, man. Sorry to hear that.
Yep. But you know, my mom and my sister, they live here in Germany, and I did want to be near them. That's basically the only reason I'm here.
Gotcha. All right, guys. This is it. After
All
We
right.
should have
this,
had Lily on.
I
know,
know,
right?
huh? I'll try to get her on. We'll try to get her on at some point. But yeah, after this will be it. Because I know Clifton's been up. JV, don't tell him what you got to do. You probably got to work tomorrow or beat the hell out of somebody
Nope.
to do something.
Nope.
So
It's 7
well-
a.m. I'm gonna stay up by now. So
oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
All right. Well,
And
for
didn't
those
you
of
wanna-
us where it's midnight,
And didn't you? and I thought you invited me on because you wanted to talk about something, Larry.
yes, and we can do that. I just wanted to be considerate of your time. So
Okay.
if you're fine, then we're fine. That's why I brought it
Oh, I'm
up.
fine.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. But you know what? Actually, before we even do this, so Cliff, you know that I'm sure you know that Joker has written a few. He's written some fan fiction for Batman, right?
yeah, yes, I read the first episode. I haven't gotten to anything else because of real life, but I'll definitely be getting to it. I'll be getting to it. But I did love the first episode. It was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to ask you is, have you joined any fan fiction sites? I know I'll use my wife for an example. She has been writing, fiction for fan sites, and but I've noticed reading some of your stuff that I think you've got some talent, man. And I was wondering, that's why I was going to ask you, like, have you done any kind of fan fiction submissions, or do you have any plans on writing something and having something done with it?
The way these things kind of manifested was during the lockdowns. A bunch of my cosplay friends, we were getting this idea that we just wanted to do something because we were just tired of just being stuck at home, and we knew we had access to like bars and some other places that we could. So we came up with this idea of let's do a little film. We can dress up and because we all kind of have the same general area of costumes, and we're like, okay, cool. And so I asked somebody, okay, so where's the script? And someone handed me one page with barely anything on it, and like that's a script. And I'm like, that's not a script. And so I just kind of took over, and I started and just manifesting these stories because of all the other stories that I've seen from animation, some from film, some from just other things, and I just start these ideas to start mulling together. And because we would be filming in Vegas, of course, using the multiverse model, this Earth would be Earth 702, which is the area code for Las Vegas.
Mm.
So, so it came out. I had like, and then like other storylines started popping out, like like I've got a storyline with the birds of prey with Batgirl, the Huntress, and Black Canary, and then another storyline with Zatanna and John Constantine, and eventually it started turning into this idea of let's like take all these stories and make like one big event that it would culminate in. And I was doing most of the writing, and I invited some folks in to help me be part of the creative team and whatnot. And it eventually fell apart because everyone thought that everyone needed an equal voice. And I'm like, that's not how the creative process in films or anything works. It's not a democracy. You have a writer, and if someone has notes, the showrunner, the director, then gives notes back. But we can't, if we're going to have to be democratic in this entire process is going to fail. And we ended up not doing it because they all wanted their own say. So
damn.
Everybody wanted to be.
That's sad to hear, because I would have loved to seen these episodes.
oh, thank you. Yeah,
They can
and
still
that's
happen though, right?
what?
I mean, they can still happen. I mean, you would probably have to hire, actors or,
Right.
even like film school students or something.
Maybe, possibly, who knows? But I've got ideas. I've also had an idea of doing a adaptation of a little more expansive adaptation of the Killing Joke as well. So, there's still some ideas mulling around. It was eventually going to culminate with a storyline involving the Court of Owls, where and by the end you would see the end image I had in my head was a panning over of the Las Vegas Strip, the Luxor being used to project the bat signal. Down an alley, you see the Question walking around, and then he looks up. You got Zatanna and John walking out of the MGM Grand. She points to the sky, and then at the top of the then it would do a quick swoop to the top of the stratosphere, and you would see Batman, Batgirl, the Huntress, Nightwing, Orphan, and Dick Grayson. John looks at the bat signal and just goes, "Go get him, Bat." Let's see. And then the final image, you got Orphan and Robin jumping off. Nightwing jumps off. Batgirl and the Huntress jump off, and then the bat just jumps over and his
Hi,
cape just opens up. Hey, Amira.
Hey.
And that would have been the final image.
I'm sorry. I thought I was muted. I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, you're fine. No, we figured that. I was just like, she probably doesn't know. But no, man. Like I said, I think I think you're onto something, and that's why I wanted to bring you on and you know, just give you a chance to really talk about what you're doing, man. And honestly, I think that some people, even if it's you know reading the characters out, maybe on your channel or something like that, getting some of us together and playing the parts. I think it would be a fun thing to do, man. So I
Well,
was
I mean,
just kind of.
I would say like if you ever wanted to do a read the one night
Yeah,
on your chick, and I'd be more than happy to. Of
yeah,
course,
that's
I gotta
fine.
play. Of course, I have to play. There's one specific role that I have to play,
Mhm.
no
It's
matter
Jason
what.
Todd.
Yep, that's the one.
Well, I'm fine with either. I mean, like, I can't do Harley Quinn, so I'm fine with I'll be Commissioner Gordon. I don't really, I
Oh,
don't mind.
Mr. J.
So,
And leave that to Amira. Amira can do it. She can do
I
Harley
pudding.
so, so Larry,
Hmm.
Sounds like
let me ask
Sam's
you.
just casted.
So let me
I
ask
mean-
you which. Which stories did you enjoy the most?
Excuse me. I still like the first one, man. Maybe it's because I like them all, but I think just because the way my brain works is just the one that I keyed in on first. I was just like,
Mhm.
that was the one. When I read it, I immediately wanted to get you on a panel to talk about it. So
Okay.
I have to say the first one.
Okay.
Because not only just for the simple fact that it's easy to do a reading, but when I think about the 1990s Batman cartoon, I can see when I read that
Right.
script, that's what popped in my head, and I was like, I can see this. I can see this because that's how Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, they interacted the same way during that series, during that 90s series. That's how they interacted with each other a little,
Yep.
whenever they were around each other.
Damn, I think I need to go get breakfast.
Okay.
Because I think my personal favorite is the second one with the second John Constantine one. That one's got a, for some reason, I had a lot of fun writing that one. And then probably the third Batman one, the Gotham soul of the city. That's the longest one. That was like almost, because these stories go from like maybe 20 22 pages top, so it's like maybe a half an hour story.
Yeah.
The soul of the city was like 45, was like a 45 page thing, so you're talking like almost an hour of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And well written. We can do the second one if you'd like, man. I mean, that's fine. I mean, like I said, just we could pick a time. I mean, whoever you want to.
Well, I mean, since I really don't stream that much, so we could do it on your channel, and you could just send out, who would like to read a part, and then you send them the script, and we can just go from there.
Yeah,
Caucasian Sasquatch knows a lot of people who get involved in like readings and such.
Okay.
Like they did. Yeah, a while back he was involved with some projects where they were doing like a live reading of Wizard of Oz, for example.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind
What
of
was
thing.
it?
So like that, yeah. That like I'm just saying, he's like he knows some people who do this kind of thing for fun. So if you're looking for voices, he might be the guy to reach out to.
And Caucasian Sasquatch would be a great voice now for Bane.
Yeah, he would. He would.
I don't know. Could he Latin it up a little bit?
Maybe.
Sam, I think you'd be a good Batman. I think I'd make a decent Commissioner Gordon.
I don't know.
How many
know
Brits? I mean,
Batman.
But how many Brits do you know for Constantine?
Actually, Kenzo, you know Kenzo UK.
I know of him.
Yeah, he nobody says cunts like him.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Come on.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, "Oh, you cunts!"
Oh, you cunts. That Cockney. Well, no, because
I don't think he's Cockney exactly, but yeah, he's
but Constantine's not Cockney. He's from Liverpool.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I think what I'll do is unless you guys want to do it, we can save the infamous medical facts for next week. If you guys want.
That's up to you guys. I mean,
I'm still up. I can stream. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Hi,
Amira.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I haven't even said it officially yet. Miss Patient Amira.
I'm patient.
Yes, you've been patient. Hey Sam, I should do what that guy does. Amira.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh my God! Stop! I will shoot you.
She's got a new fan. He's a rap artist, aspiring.
She might do it too.
Only he can get away with that. That irritates me so bad.
Hey, oh man, I want to show the lioness rap video so bad, but she won't let me do it.
You better don't. I already have a headache. Do not.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
No, stop it. Because that's the first thing I told you guys not to do.
I had nothing to do with it. It got sent to me. Me and Sam, we had nothing to do about it. I got an alert about it, and then I went on my email. I saw the email. I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, Larry calls me a couple minutes later, and I'm like, "Dude, you have to stop laughing so I can understand what you're saying."
I know. He said that. Yeah, you took like 5-7 minutes to stop laughing.
Yeah,
so, I could not stop laughing. But yeah, JB, let's. I think we should. Sam, let's email Sasquatch and get that together. I'd love to do that. Just whoever wants to. JB, if you got anybody in mind for whatever voices, because this is your script, man. And you never know who's listening.
All right, I will toss it out there. You know what? I think Amira would do a very good Poison Ivy.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, she would. She would make an excellent Poison Ivy.
I would have to hear it first.
Yeah. And you know what, too? Since Sasquatch would make a good Bane, JV, I don't know if he has any henchmen that speak Spanish, because Amira is fluent in Spanish.
I do not, but then in that case, then why not have Amira be Talia al Ghul?
Even better.
Al Ghul, that sounds like Arabic.
She is.
It sort of is. It's at least based on it. Yeah. She's the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, who is the head of a guild of assassins.
So kind of like real life with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Minus the assassins.
Stop. Are we gonna do the test? Or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the quiz.
Sorry, you missed the first one already.
Oh, okay. I figured. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm late.
No. We know you got a life.
Guys, I sped home. I was going at least 127 just to get here.
Don't admit that on the air.
Too late. Too late.
No, we understand. Trust me, we completely understand.
Kilometers, right? Kilometers.
Yeah.
Kilometers, of course. Yes.
Let's do
But
it.
I kept thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna be so late. I'm gonna miss everything, and I wanted to be here so badly, but I was so far away. So I sped all the way home just to be here with you guys. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. No worries. All right, let's get it started. Boom. Question 1. Doctors in Brazil use this as bandages. It cuts down on healing time due to the high amount of collagen proteins. Octopus suckers, orange peel, fish skin, or none of these. Let me finish.
Fish skin.
Fish skin.
Fish skin.
That's 3 for fish skin.
I would say octopus suckers.
So
it's probably fish skin.
Well, Kohai says fish skin, so that's what I'm.
Okay, let's just say fish skin then. Let's do fish skin.
Correct.
Yellowtail is really good for that.
This human organ acts as a filter, removing old and damaged red blood cells and storing healthy ones for emergencies. It also helps to fight off infections, gallbladder, spleen, pancreas, liver.
Gallbladder. No, wait. Blood cells. I mean, the liver cleans the body. It is a filter, but I don't know about holding blood cells. Does it?
I think it's
Kohai
I think
says-
it's the spleen.
Kohai just said spleen, so
Because
Yeah.
pancreas is for sweet, for the sugar maintaining.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 2 for spleen,
3.
you got
3 for
Four.
spleen, 4 for spleen.
yeah, I just said spleen.
Yeah, I'll go with it too. I don't
Okay,
know.
5. Amra.
Yeah, spleen.
Okay, correct.
You're googling this stuff. I swear you are.
Human bones are stronger than this metal, being able to withstand 19,000 pounds of pressure. Copper, iron, gold, or steel.
Copper.
Well, for
It has
copper.
to be copper or gold because those are the softest metals.
I
Kohai
think-
said steel, so I'm gonna go with steel.
It's 2 for steel.
Because keratin, the bones is made out of keratin. I know keratin is as strong as steel if you put it together.
Adamantium.
Adamantium.
Who again? That's not a real metal.
Hey, no, we should tell Amira. So the reason why we're laughing is because earlier in the other test, it said, if you intend on driving to Washington, D.C. in order to commit a crime, you must do what? And he put run for office.
That's. Are we
I'll
agreeing
go
on
with
copper?
gold.
I think it's copper, but
Gold is soft.
'cause
Gold is very.
gold is malleable. You apply enough heat and pressure to it, and that includes
That's
like
right.
friction from your hands. You can bend it a little bit. So, but I
So
would
it's
go with
definitely
copper. I
stronger
think.
than- Okay. So I had
Probably steel
got
though.
2 for copper.
I would say steel.
Okay, so that's 3 for steel, 1 for iron, 1 for gold,
Yep.
and 1 for adamantium. So
Yes.
so we'll go
Can
with
you
steel.
answer?
Steel.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
The scent of oranges can ease claustrophobia. True or false? It's the scent of apples.
True.
1 for true.
I'm gonna go false. It's the scent of apples.
1 for
I don't
false.
waiting to
freaking
hear.
know.
I'm waiting
1
for.
for I don't freaking know.
I'm waiting.
I
for
don't freaking know. Yeah,
his
Larry.
answer.
Larry.
Go, I said
False.
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 So that's 3 for false.
All right.
All right, let's go. We'll see if false. True. There you go.
All right.
How about them apples?
I got a number. How do you like them
Give me
apples?
Dim Apples. It's a great movie. Great film.
According to a mortality stat report from 1969 to 2008, you're more likely to die on your birthday by 13.8%. The causes: heart and brain diseases, accidents, and self-deletion. True or false?
True.
1 for true. 2 for true.
True.
3 for true.
It's usually accidents and self deletion, typically on your birthday, not your brain or your heart.
Some more trues.
A lot of people die on their birthday from drinking too much, partying too much, falling off of stuff.
Well, I guess it's picked true at this point. Everybody's saying true. And it is. We reportedly share 96% of our DNA with chimps, but we also reportedly share 70% DNA related to bananas and slugs, dolphins, anteaters, or crickets.
Dolphins.
Slugs.
1 for dolphins, 1 for slugs. 2 for slugs.
I say dolphins.
Slugs. Dolphins only because they're intelligent. People share their intelligence, but the DNA is to slugs. From what I know, I could be wrong.
And they're the only other animal that enjoys sex. So
I mean, there's
Yeah,
a banana
so-
slug too.
So, Clifton, are you saying slugs?
no, I'm saying dolphins.
Okay. So that's two for dolphins, 2. Thanks for all the fish.
Hope I'm not
This
wrong.
is 3 for dolphins right there. That's a dolphin reference.
I know we're
Douglas
supposed to
Adams,
have
so long,
come from
thanks for all the
fish. They say humans did come from fish, but I still believe it's slugs rather than dolphin.
There's
Well-
a banana slug.
Unfortunately, the lioness got outvoted. So dolphins. Let's see. Nope, slugs.
Damn.
Well done.
84% of the fat you lose during exercising leaves through your urine, sweat, lungs, or all of the above.
All of the above.
Yep.
2 for all of the above.
I don't understand how it leads to your lungs. I would say urine.
1 for urine,
84%.
3,
Yeah, I
4
would
for
say
lungs, 5 for lungs.
CO2.
I think it's safe to say the lungs have it. Let's see.
I say
It is the
urine.
lungs.
How is that possible?
Oh, it's like hooligans saying here the CO2
It evaporates,
like,
turns
that's
into
generated.
CO2. Yeah.
Oh, it evaporates.
Okay.
Having 10 milligrams of dopamine and even more than that in the peel, this fruit truly helps you reach that natural high. Limes, bananas, watermelon, or kiwi.
I believe kiwi or watermelon. One
Yeah,
of those two.
I'm gonna go with kiwi.
I'll go with kiwi too.
I got 2 for kiwi.
Kohai says bananas.
Kohaya
I
says
believe
bananas.
kiwi.
3 for kiwi.
Cocaine.
Cocaine doesn't have peels, dude.
It's not a natural high.
Smoke them if you got them.
Are we going with cocaine? I mean, kiwi. Gosh, kiwi.
Well, it's 3 for kiwi. So let's see.
Cocaine.
Nope, bananas.
Wow.
Like,
Researchers believe that this can be used to grow new bones for humans due to the presence of a major and similar ingredient: dolomite, limestone, eggshells, or chalk.
it's. I was gonna go with limestone.
And
Chalk.
the lioness says eggshells. Kohai says eggshells.
Or no. Let me revise that. Chalk is pure calcium.
1 for chalk.
And the 2.
No, chalk isn't
Well,
pure
two-
calcium, isn't it? Talc? Talc as well?
3
Talc.
for eggshells.
No, but eggshells has the keratin, doesn't it? It has keratin, which bones need. Chalk doesn't.
Saying eggshells.
4 for eggshells. 5 for eggshells. I think it's safe
Yeah,
to say
I'm
eggshells.
super outvoted on this. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Amira was correct. And oh, by the way, all of them have keratin. All of them have that ingredient in it, even the chalk.
Chalk doesn't have keratin. It has
That's what I
talc.
read.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I didn't see how, but I was like, okay.
Alright.
Eating this will improve your reflexes. Potatoes, steak, eggs, or corn.
2 proteins and
Steak.
Looks like you're about to press
starches.
steak.
Steak. Yeah, steak. Like, I don't see how corn or
Steak
potatoes.
and
does it like
potatoes
that.
with a side of corn.
I'm going with eggs. Hooligan.
1 for eggs.
I would say potato because potato has that one vitamin that is good for the muscles.
If
Cocaine will not improve your reflex.
if protein is the ingredient that helps your reflexes, then I'd actually go with eggs
Steak.
because there is more protein in egg than there is in a steak.
I see.
That's
I see
fair.
what you mean.
So,
I'm gonna say
Kohai
potato.
says, wait, you gonna say what?
Potato.
Okay, so I've got 2 for eggs, 1 for potato.
You always discount me, man. I said steak.
It's probably
right
gonna
at the
be
beginning.
corn.
Sorry, steak. Okay,
I bet it's gonna be corn, and we all fail.
Clifton,
There's
Eggs.
nothing nutritious in corn.
eggs.
Guys, stop being crackheads. Everybody's in the chat talking about cocaine. Stop being crackheads, okay?
Got to get that
Cocaine
yayo.
is fun.
JV, did you vote?
Eggs.
Eggs. Okay, let's choose. Correct. Eat this to make your skin look healthier. Strawberries, peanut butter, figs, or chocolate.
Figs.
Figs.
Definitely isn't peanut butter. Peanut butter makes you break out.
Okay.
Chocolate.
And the lioness says chocolate.
Mm.
Kohai
Kohai
says
says
chocolate.
chocolate. I'm going chocolate then.
3. That's 3 for chocolate.
I mean,
And
Can you
there's no
bathe
such
in
thing as
it?
chocolate. There's no such thing as chocolate cocaine. So don't even think about it.
I'm in love
So-
with the cocoa.
Well, what's funny is that chocolate comes from the same plant that cocaine
Right,
does.
exactly. It does.
I got it for the Lolo.
I didn't think about that. That's actually true. So
Yeah.
they're technically not wrong.
It is
They would be
cocaine.
wrong.
That's why it's addictive.
And
Okay.
coffee.
And
So
coffee, yes.
What? Coffee too?
Yeah.
Coca plant.
The coca bean comes from the coca plant, which is what they
Yeah.
make coffee out of, which is it's different parts of the plant are processed into different things. So you can get chocolate out of it, cocaine, and coffee all come from the same plant. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's my kind of
So
plant.
it looks like the majority's chosen chocolate.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
All
so.
right.
And it's probably figs. Oh, I was right.
Really?
Yes, I was right. Okay.
I assume it's unprocessed chocolate though, like not like the American crap we get. It's mostly processed sugar.
Dark,
Right.
Yeah.
dark chocolate.
Real chocolate is actually good for you. Not like you said, not the processed chocolate, but real chocolate.
That's right.
Yeah, but that's why we put the sugar in it, because real chocolate's bitter as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So
The
nice.
milk chocolate.
Let's see. A bite from this tick can cause a sudden and severe allergy to all forms of red meat, beef,
Fuck
lamb,
that.
pork, and goat. The effect fades over time, but for some, you just became a vegetarian or a vegan permanently. The wood tick,
Ugh.
the dog tick, the black-legged tick, or the lone star tick.
Oh, it's
Go
not the
high.
wood
I
tick.
wouldn't.
I've had plenty of those.
Lone
bitches.
Star tick.
Hey, call high. I wouldn't even tell
It's
me.
fast.
And there's a
Wait,
delay too.
Wait. I wanted to ask Samuel. What were you about to say, Samuel?
Oh, it wasn't. It's not the wood tick. I've had plenty of those.
Okay,
You
so
can
it's not wood.
you can get Lyme disease from them pretty easy. Wood ticks
Yeah,
and
the
deer
Lyme
ticks, but
disease,
yeah.
hepatitis and stuff.
And
I wouldn't
Legionnaires
know.
is
I'm not gonna.
yeah.
But they're the most common type of tick also.
The wood tick.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
also called the American dog tick. Yeah, they're the most
Oh,
I'm
There's
going
some
so I
parts
think
of
we
the
have to
country
do
you
more.
you can't go anywhere without getting a tick. So yeah,
I've never been
Oh.
ticked. I've never been ticked.
a tick.
You've been ticked off. It's better to be ticked off than ticked on.
Yeah, I've never been ticked.
I was-
Never.
I'm
So-
gonna go Lone
yeah,
Star
let's
tick.
go with Lone Star tick.
Okay, so that's 3 for Lone Star.
Yeah. Since
Let's
I
just go
don't
with
know,
Lone-
I'll go with the Lone Star.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kohai probably.
Okay.
Oh, that's why she
Correct.
said it.
Okay.
Oh wow, really,
wow.
Kohai?
Ooh.
That sucks. I would just
Right.
self-delete
Yeah,
myself if I couldn't have meat
point
anymore.
no point in living if you can't have meat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let him
If
read
it-
the thing. Go, Larry.
If a person swallows a Lego, how long will it take for your body to push it through? 4 days, 1 day, 2 days, or 1 week?
And how long does it normally take?
I mean, on
2 days.
on its
Yeah.
own, yeah, probably 2 days.
Yeah.
That's 3 for Kohai's choice.
I mean, I'm
So
guessing
please-
your body's not going to be dissolving the Lego, so
Oh no. I mean, eventually, if it stays in there, yes, but that's a long time.
I mean, if you eat corn, it's a matter of hours. I'm just
this is
saying.
Taco Bell involved. Well, if Taco Bell's involved, it's taken about
A lot less
3 to
time.
4 hours.
48 minutes. 38 minutes.
Annie Pickle says 1 day.
I would-
Beak says 1 day. Sorry.
I'm going
I
2.
would say when we have people who get arrested and they swallow foreign objects into their bodies, police usually have to have them in a room, and usually it takes a day for it to come out. Usually it takes a day for a person to poop out a foreign object because the body tries to
Dissolve
exacerbate
it.
that process and get it out faster than nutrients like food be soaked into the body, but foreign objects usually try to get out fast. So I would say a day, at the most 2. So I could be wrong.
What's choice though? It's either 1 day or 2.
I'll say 1.
Okay, so I got 1 for 1 day.
I like
Kohai
the
says 2.
explanation. I'll go with 1 day.
Andy says 1. So that's 3 for 1 day. Okay, you guys.
I'm probably wrong.
I went with 2, but there's
2.
Beak says 1 as well. So
Hooligan
one's
says
have it. Hooligan says
I'm
1.
just talking about how long it takes police to watch a person get out a foreign object. Usually takes a day. So,
okay, let's see. It's 2 days.
2. Okay then.
Them pesky Legos be holding on. You know, it's the grooves.
I mean,
Ew.
my sister
Ew.
once put a Lego up her nostril into her sinus cavity, and it took about 6
Ooh.
hours to get that out with tiny forceps. But
Ugh.
she was like
Oh.
3.
Ooh.
Mm.
You only breathe through one nostril at a time. Every few hours, one nostril will take a break and the other will take over. Is that true or false?
It's true.
Kohai
True.
says
You don't breathe out of both at the same time.
that's 3 for 2.
Yeah, I'm
I'll go with true.
testing it out, but
Okay, Beak don't know what that means. Oh, true.
T for true.
That's for true.
sure, I'll go with true.
Yeah, 5 for. So the truth have it. Let's see. True. This food helps to combat depression. Spinach, oatmeal, tomatoes, or fish.
Spinach.
Oatmeal.
1 for spinach, 1 for oatmeal.
I'm not going
Go
to
ahead.
answer it right then. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, guys.
Oatmeal.
Oh,
Oatmeal is my favorite food. So for me, it combats my depression because I love oatmeal. But I don't know if it has natural, like,
Well, Kohai said it, so I'm going with that because she's googling all the answers.
Kohai smart. Kohai is smart.
hey, release
Smart
them.
high.
Kraken. Good to see you.
What's
Kohai
up,
is
release?
smart and high.
She's really
She's
good
smart
at
and
these
high.
things.
She's smart and high. We've been trying to get her
Okay.
on a panel. She won't come on a panel.
I mean,
So
Well, if
that's
she's
3 for
smart,
oatmeal.
oatmeal does a lot of good for health. So
it does.
I mean, sure. Let's
It
go with
fixes your
oatmeal.
heart. It gets your digestive system good.
Hey, smoking auditor.
Okay, let's see. Let's
Howdy,
go
smoking
oatmeal.
auditor.
My smoking auditor.
Let's go
A
oatmeal.
good late night.
Correct. It is oatmeal.
I was right. I was right.
Yep.
And it's my favorite food.
It is oat to the meal.
But I'm
What
always
percentage-
depressed anyway.
What percentage of the world's population is left-handed? 9%, 23%, 17%, and 12%. And by the way, I am part of that population.
Likewise.
I say
That's
12.
Likewise.
Dude,
I say
12.
that's
12.
not
12.
true. You're-
12.
Larry, aren't you
12%.
ambidextrous?
Only
Which means
dexterous,
like
yeah, but I chose to use my left hand.
okay.
Yeah, I write, eat, and brush my teeth with my left hand. Everything else I do the right handed.
I would say the smallest percentage, really, because
12.
it's pretty rare.
It's 12%. It's not that rare in my family, but it is pretty rare
3.
in general.
Huh.
So that's 3 now for 12%.
12.
So 4.
I would say 9. I say 9, but I think 12 makes more sense.
So are you gonna pick 9 or 12?
12. I'll go with everybody else.
Alrighty, let's see. It's 12. If you catch someone peeing in the pool, jump out fast. Although sterile, it creates dangerous chemicals when combined with chlorine. One is classified as a chemical warfare agent. The other can cause cancer.
Nice.
Cyanogen,
Wow.
chloride, and nitrosamines,
Samines, not Sammies.
chloramine, and nitrogen dioxide, uric acid and creatinine, phosphate salts, and protein.
I'm gonna go with uric acid and creatinine.
Why? Because
I'm
it looks like
waiting.
urine. Because it looks like
Yes.
urine. That's why you said it.
I'm gonna wait for Kohai's answer. Oh, she doesn't know this one. Then I will go with uric acid.
So that's 2 for uric acid. in
Sure, me
creatinine.
too.
But creatinine isn't a carcinogen. I believe the cyanogen is a carcinogen. I believe. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Because
cyanogen chloride is a carcinogen, but so is nitrogen dioxide. No, it's not. No, it's not.
nitrogen dioxide is not a carcinogen,
No,
but
I don't know.
cyanogen is.
I'm gonna go with the uric acid just because I think it's fun to say.
Yes.
the uric acid. So I got 2 for the
No,
uric acid.
I'll change mine to the top right.
The nitrogen dioxide?
Yep.
Chloramine and nitrogen dioxide.
Well, you're
Okay.
wrong. That one's wrong.
Sure, I'll be wrong.
I'm sorry. You're probably right, actually.
Now Kohai
Creatinine,
said
is that?
chloramine.
I think that is the creatinine or whatever. Isn't that the bugs that they put in food?
Cretin?
No, that's
You're thinking of chitin.
Oh yeah, chitin. Yeah. No, that's not it.
That's not how you say it. I know what you're talking about, though. They put it in makeup too. That bug. Yeah, it's in makeup.
Yeah, it's the stuff that their shells are made of. It's
That's
called
right.
chitin. CHITIN.
That's right. But that's not a carcinogen, is it? Actually, yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, but it is indigestible.
Yeah, right.
It's like
don't eat it.
It's like swallowing glass.
Okay. Because of the sharp body. Okay, well then it's not a carcinogen then for sure that one. But so what are we gonna go with? Are we gonna go with the urine acid?
The uric.
Sounds like that's one. That one.
Andy picked that one, and then
I say cyanogen cyanogen.
we got cyanogen, and we got one for chloramine. JV.
So I guess we're going with the urine acid.
Uric acid.
Whatever.
Okay.
Same thing.
Linus was right.
Wow.
Mm.
Good call.
Back
I
in
figured.
2009, doctors successfully printed a wow. Yeah, you can tell I did this in a hurry. They successfully printed a 3D mini kidney. True or false? It was a mini heart.
It was a heart.
It was a heart.
False.
Actually, even the way you wrote it, Larry, is not bad because I speak different language. This sounds understandable to me. Doctor successfully 3D printed a mini kidney. That sounds right.
Yeah.
You're being hard on yourself.
I would say it's false because I actually remember reading a report in my 3D job, and 3D printing is involved, and it was a mini heart.
Okay. Well, it's overwhelmingly false at this point, so let's go with it. Mm-hmm. And correct. You guys got 78%. Better than the last one. The last one, it was like 30%. They got killed.
Thank you, Kohai.
Yeah, I know. Once they figured out the cheat code, Kohai she's the Konami code.
I gave you guys most of the answers. What do you mean, Kohai?
Yeah, you did. Because
in the last 2 quizzes, Kohai has missed like 1 question.
Yeah.
So she is smart. I asked you guys if she's smart, and you guys said
Googling.
I don't think she is Googling. I think she just retains information like nobody's business.
No, she answers too fast to be Googling. She's answering way too fast to Google.
the demon memer.
I'll have the AI up when Larry reads and just record him reading it, and the AI will give me the answer immediately.
Kohai, what do you mean you're welcome? You're not getting no, it's not you who gave the answers. It's me, Kohai. You see, don't give her the credit when I was the one, but it is true. She is smart, so I'm not gonna whatever.
Yeah, Kohai, when are you gonna come on a panel? You don't have to show your face.
Come on, Kohai.
She doesn't have to do it today. I'm trying to get her.
Why not do it today, though? Why not do it today? I'm here, Kohai. Let's fight.
Kohai, well, she's at work.
Oh, she's at work? Oh. I'm an uneducated sponge that sucks up useless information. But you know what? That makes you smart, though, Kohai. Yeah, right, Larry?
That makes you educated. You educate yourself. Hey,
it's not even educated. Educated is indoctrination. She's intelligent. Intelligence is the ability to soak up things and memorize them. You're intelligent.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
better than being educated. I hate when people say I'm so educated because all I understand is, oh, so you're good at repeating what people told you to think. Got it.
That's pretty much retaining what you're told.
Instead
That's
of
it.
thinking for yourself, yeah, and picking up the information that you find valuable, you just pick up what the teacher told you to do and you're able to repeat it like a parrot, and now you're educated. Out of here. Get out of here. School doesn't
Allow us
make
to re-educate you. You're not thinking the right way. Allow us to re-educate you.
That's right. That's right.
You know, and that's the other thing too. I know this is kind of going off with you guys. Let me ask you. Let me ask everybody on the panel and in the comments this section. Where do you think colleges are going to go, regardless of who gets into the White House? Because I think at this point, I think it's bigger than just the Republicans and the Democrats. I think it's bigger than both sides, and I'm wondering.
It's commies and the rest of us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because now I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know, I mean, my kids are a long way off from even, thinking about going to college, and at this point, I'm like, I've got to find something else for them to do.
Yeah, it's funny. So my oldest wanted to get into college to get into like an arts program. She eventually wanted to become like an art teacher at a junior high or high school. That was her plan. That was her goal. She never she never got into school after she barely got through high school. Um, and there was a while there where I was really disappointed about that. But as time goes on, I'm happier than a pig in shit that she never actually went to college, especially not for an arts program.
I mean, when it comes to school, Larry, I believe sincerely that school is going to become, it already is kind of becoming something that is not unique anymore. Because before, the families would send the best child to school, the smartest one, the ones that had the highest chance of making it. They would save the money and send that one to school. And then the rest would work with mommy and daddy at the shop or in the trade, or they would go to trade school and learn how to do something. But the smart one, they saved up the money and sent them. Now every child is going to university because it is seen as something that must happen. But university is not a must thing. University is not meant for everyone. It's meant for people going to big, I'm sorry, I sound stupid by saying big, serious professions, medicine, doctoring, lawyering, engineering, mechanics, things like that. This is what school is meant for. It's not meant for you to go there so you can learn underwater basket weaving. So I believe that what we're going to see now is a bunch of random subjects being created for the masses that don't mean anything. People are going to get degrees, and now education is going to lose the value that it once had. I believe that no one is going to value the education system anymore because everybody has a degree in something. I believe we're making stupider people with more entitlement because they have that degree. They believe that they are smart and intelligent and that they've accomplished something. But in truth, they are dumber than they've ever been, but they don't realize it. And education also is also failing because of the quality of children that we have too. The quality of children are very poor because the children don't listen. They are the ones who are trying to teach the teachers. The parents don't assist in the education system. They allow their children to act like crackheads on a binger, whatever, on a binge. And when the
Bender.
teacher calls, bender, thank you, bender. But when the teacher calls and talks about it, the parents automatically defend the child. So what's happening there is that we have students that are no longer acting as pupils. They are acting as the teachers themselves. Also, with the whole No Child Left Behind, we see a huge uptick of kids being passed to upper levels, upper grades when they don't belong there. So this is what's making our education system a joke. And Larry, when you ask about the future, I see the majority of people going to university, going into upper education, but not having anything up here. So it's going to mean nothing. Eventually, what's going to happen is a collapse where, I don't know, maybe someone else can carry it on from there, but I see a collapse coming in the education system because of this.
I think you're spot on. In fact, I'll say this in my personal experience, especially from the city that I just moved in. That I just moved from. When I moved from California to Ohio 5 years ago, I was warned about the city that I was in because, and what I was told was, hey, this is a you could go out, you could go outside and throw a rock in any direction, and you're gonna hit somebody with a bachelor's degree. And so, you know, I started thinking, okay, well, there's got to be some kind of negative effect. And sure enough, I'm starting to look at the average salary was, $38,000 a year. I mean, people were getting paid nothing because everybody had a degree. It didn't matter what the degree was in, and it was like, okay, well, now you've got to get a master's to even get, to even have a chance. And then on top of that, then I started finding out that there was a lot of hypergamy going on over there. So you could have the best resume in the world, but if you didn't know somebody, you weren't getting that job. And they don't care. They don't care, where you went to school. They didn't care about any of that stuff. If you
Have
didn't
you
know
guys
anybody, hmm, go
have
ahead.
you guys noticed that the prestige of school is gone? It's no
Yeah,
longer a prestigious thing. And that
yeah,
prestige is going to be diminished even further, in my view, in the future, because now everybody feels that college is necessary. College is obligatory. College is something that is a right. You know how everybody calls everything a right today. College is a right. You know, you have a right to go to college when it's
Fucking
it's meant for
privilege.
the special. Huh?
yeah.
It's a privilege. I mean, granted, what I have here in Germany is still a little bit different than what it is in the States. Yeah, I think we're quite a few years behind how the education system is going. Not necessarily the level of education, but how far it's progressed into starting to see school as nothing prestigious anymore, which it kind of sucks. I mean, I would agree that the whole system is broken, doesn't work. I did a 3-year apprenticeship to media design and 3D artistry, and uh you can have a kid directly from college or university, and they are hired because it's seen as a higher education than what I did. But if you compare the two, the apprenticeship, I actually work on real projects while I'm learning this stuff, so I have the experience. I know how this all works, and they're coming from college, and like they have no idea. Sure, they learned in their books and saw pages online and stuff like that, but they don't actually have the experience. And it's just it it's yeah, it's just propped up to something much higher than what it actually is. I just don't think that's going to be sustainable for a longer period of time.
Oh, and
I
the
think it is
level
going
and
to collapse.
entitlement. When
Yeah,
you bring
Mhm.
that up, all the entitlement. I know, I've read the books, I've got the degree. I do. Okay, but can you do it? If I
yeah.
had to, I could. If I need to, I could. Okay, well now you need to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Let's
said that same thing at Chaz when it came to raising their own food. Turns out
yeah.
they were wrong.
Yeah, no,
right.
I can do at the same level, if not even better than these college kids, but they get paid more for
Mm.
not being able to do it. Basically, basically the first 2 years of them working is them actually learning the experiences that I already have. So I'm like, yeah, doesn't
Isn't
work.
it amazing, guys? Isn't it amazing how we have these people who went to college, yeah, but had they not gone to college, they would have been more successful in life. Isn't it ironic that your parents think because they come from the generation of prestige in the university, so our parents believe if I send my child to school, they are getting a prestigious education and they are going to leave there with bigger opportunities, higher opportunities, but they're not following what college really is today and what the education system really is. There is no more prestige in college. It means nothing now, not like before, you know? And Another thing is that these universities, they're taking all this money in these student loans. You guys already know what the student loan system is doing. If any of you guys have children that are becoming of college age, I recommend that you do not put your child in that institution, in that building of indoctrination, unless it's absolutely necessary for them to get that education in order to get into the field that they need, whether it be doctoring, like I said, the serious fields. If it's nothing serious, I recommend don't feel like a bad parent just because you didn't put your kid to the college. Teach them a trade, put them in trade school. I know it seems like a low class thing, but they'll make more money and they'll be better off for it, and they'll be more useful to society than having all that student debt along with them that they're never going to be able to pay down, and then a useless degree and years wasted, 4 years wasted, instead of actually learning something and learning a trade and perfecting it. They sent those 4 years in school sitting in a desk for nothing. And the same thing with women. Same thing with women in the workforce. I believe that women are absolutely useless in the workforce. Why? Because if we took every woman out of the workforce this next week coming, Monday coming, no woman goes to work. Guess what? World would still go on like normal. The lights would still be on. The internet would still be running. The trains would still be running down the tracks. Logistics would still be going. Nothing would change. But if we took all the men out the workforce starting on Monday, this coming Monday, everything stops. The world stops. No cable, no internet, no nothing.
Didn't they do that around 8 years ago? Like all the women, it was some kind of I won't say it was a protest, but it was like I guess they were doing like a day of recognition for women or something like that, and all the women were supposed to have taken off of work, and nothing changed.
I believe so. I know it happened in Iceland, wasn't it? Greenland or Iceland? Just recently. It happened like what I think last year in Iceland or Greenland. And guess what? Productivity actually increased. That day, productivity increased without the women there. Because
Guys
the
weren't
women
distracted.
exactly, they weren't bothered, they weren't weighed down, they weren't, it's like women, I'm sorry to say this as a woman, but we are useless outside. We are more useless doing what we're meant to do. Like I said,
As someone who the shift following mine and the shift following that shift are both done by the women. The women are absolutely necessary, or I would be working a 24-hour day. So no, I'm just gonna go
I
with
did
that
not
right there.
understand a word you just said.
He-
I
He's,
didn't
he's
understand what you said.
well, JV's job. I mean, really, women are important to his job field, and if they took the women out, JV would literally be at his job 24 hours, 24/7. He wouldn't have a
What
day off.
field is, what field is it?
The bartend service industry.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess, like service, sure. I
Now,
mean, these are
now,
just
now, now, as someone who I think of everyone on the panel, someone who has worked in the education field, I think I may have a unique perspective on this whole topic. Um, I have, I have taught at the middle school level. I have coached every level from high school JV to NC2A Division two. Um, Problem with schooling, I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but I know how it is here, is government. Once government got involved and began subsidizing schools, this is where the problem started. The Department of Education needs to be eradicated because up until 1979, it did not exist. This is a fairly new thing. Schools began teaching to standardized tests. There was no more teaching going on as far as life skills, practical knowledge. It was teaching to get certain scores on government sanctioned standardized tests, which would qualify them for federal and state funds. There's always going to be a need for a higher education, like in the cases like she said, for doctor, science, those higher end fields. There's always going to be a need for that. You're going to see currently you're going to see a lot more moving toward trades. I think a lot of the culture is getting tired of the education system as it is. So moving toward trades is no longer going to be looked down upon. It's going to be looked as the better option. Hang on just 1 second.
I want to respond to him while he's doing something else, guys. What he's saying, I I I understand where he's going, and I think we have the same idea of what the problem is, but we have different ways of getting there. He said it's the government. I believe it's the family not being home, the woman being outside that started this. Because if women were home and more active in the lives of the children and in the school and more active in the schools like they used to be, I believe that the government wouldn't have even had a chance to overrun and overthrow genuine teachers that we have today. Like I said today, he said, Joker brings up the point about the government being in the schools. I believe that's because parents have stepped back. That's why government had that moment to get in, and now they're in and they're not getting out. Now they really have our kids. Another thing,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I hear you, Joker. One thing, let me get one more piece out, and I'll let you cook, as they say. I'll let you cook. But the last thing I wanted to say about the school is that when we have the parents being this way, that's why I say I believe that most of the things start from the woman not being home. And when you talk about bartending and how you said, oh, if I didn't have women there, let me tell you, maybe at your own specific place, but truthfully, even if women were taking out of bartending, men would still be just fine in that profession, dominating that profession. It would not be an issue.
Not in my town.
Okay.
I mean, okay, let me jump in a little bit.
Let me just add the one thing. So the Department of Education was created in 1979 as its own separate entity. It did exist in some other things like the Department of the Interior or something, but it was made specifically so because Jimmy Carter was trying to buy votes from teachers unions. That's the only reason it was created, because he knew he was going to get blasted by Reagan.
Which happened anyway.
Yeah.
True.
Anyway. Now, I will say this. I think you're both right. Okay. Parents, especially when you go through 12K and under, and Joker, JV, I don't have your experience of just outright teaching kids. My experience was, teaching them in Sunday school and helping out as daycare worker at a K through 12 school. And the most frustrating thing that I saw was getting parents to understand that their kids were bad and that there was, that they were lacking somewhere. I mean, no parent is perfect, but it was like chewing glass trying to get these people to understand that their kids were not perfect angels. And sometimes it even got to the point to where I was outright lied on and was pulled into the principal's office as if I was one of those kids, and I had to sit there and actually, in one instance, I said, why am I in here? And they were like, well, you did this and this and this. And I said, well, who enacted that law, that rule? And it was a school rule that they had just enacted that morning. And I told them that there was gonna be, that it was gonna affect us negatively. And it did. And unfortunately, and I was the one that got, affected by it an hour after I was told to do it. So on the college level, when the government stepped in and started subsidizing the schools, that's why the prices keep going up. That's why you see a whole bunch of administrators. Absolutely. Because when I was working student government in my undergrad, and and that's the other thing too, is people think when you do student government in college, you're just handing out, you're handing out pastries and doing all this other stuff. Man, we were catching fraud, theft. We saw an administrator get taken away in handcuffs because they were stealing from the students. All kinds of stuff. I mean, we caught a theft ring from one of the colleges that was going from 2014 all the way back to 1985. They were paying a student $6,000 a month, and instead of a name, there was just numbers, just numbers. That and nobody caught it. Some students, us students, caught it, and it wasn't even the school that I was attending, and I caught it. You know, and so what happens is these administrators get in and they start, in my opinion, they start running scams. They don't do it during the school year. They do it during the summer when the kids, when when the students are out, and they start coming up with ways to keep the students there. Because if they start graduating and if numbers start dwindling, the federal government comes along, through the and the state comes along. Hey, we don't need this much money. We need to start laying off some of these administrators. So what they
Larry,
started was, yeah,
is that a part of the government? These people that you're talking about, or are these independent people?
it's independent administrators. These are regular people, right? But their salaries were so high because the schools are subsidized by the federal government. So the teachers in California, in the school district, in the college district I was in, they made $86,000 a year. That's full time. The best teachers.
I used to teach.
Yeah, they made $80,000 a year, right? The administrators.
I used to teach in LA USD.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You had it even worse. But I'm talking about just strictly college. Right now, I'm talking about college.
Right.
The college
Right,
professors. Yeah, the college professors that I knew that was full time, they made $86,000 a year. The administrators on the low end made 120. If that money started getting pulled and students started graduating at high rates, they're the first ones to get laid off. And so what they started doing was they started messing with the curriculum and making the classes harder to keep students stuck there. So for junior college, the average student is supposed to be out in 2 years. The average student was there for 6 years because of the math, because it became a scam to keep them stuck there.
Then why are teachers complaining about those wages?
And also, as far as the colleges go, this is also where the admins are bringing in students that have no business being at certain colleges.
Yep. And guess what they're doing? And guess what they're doing, Amira? And I know because I was a tutor and I had to teach them. They were giving them financial aid loans. And these were students that I was tutoring right out of high school that could not even put a sentence together. And they were taking out loans that idiot sitting in the White House has been just unilaterally excusing illegally.
The kids can't read. Everybody knows that. That has been common. People talking about how kids can't read anymore. And nobody knows how to write in cursive. I am Arab and I can write in cursive so beautifully. I can write. I know why. That should be how do kids learn how to write their signature if they don't learn cursive?
Exactly. Digital.
The new progressive rules say that it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
So what they do, right?
They're also taking out clocks from schoolrooms because they can't read the Roman numerals.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Just listen to your average run-of-the-mill professional athlete who all went to college. Listen to half of them. They
have concussions every week. They have concussions every week, so that's different.
I'm also talking to basketball players too. I mean, there's most of them do not. They are not, and this is the biggest disservice that colleges are doing to athletes. Is they're saying college athletics is a pro sports league that does not pay its athletes. Just drop the student part. Drop the student part from college sports.
Yeah, South Park did an episode on that, and they're basically slaves.
Yeah, they're basically slaves.
Yeah.
That that is kind of true though.
Yeah.
No, that's why it was a funny episode. Yeah.
Do you guys remember how, like in slavery, they would line the humans up, strip them of their clothes to see their muscles, and they would come and touch their mouth and open their mouth, look at their dentals, look at their eyes, and looks like of good health. Stick your tongue out. Let me see your tongue. See if you're of good health. Oh, all these things. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what they're doing for the NFL.
I wasn't there. No,
Again, that's exactly what they're doing for the NFL. I get it, Joker, but that's exactly what they're doing for the NFL people. They're lining them up like, the draft and all of that. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I do
we
hate
have
to
to go
cut this
now,
conversation
Samuel?
short. We do actually need to start wrapping it up. Both Larry and myself have another podcast in about an hour. It is 8 in the morning, I think, where Clifton's at.
Yep.
Excuse us for taking up your sweet, sweet time.
And you notice.
And now, Larry, now you're the one with him too. First it was just him, and now both of you guys are in
what I
it.
was gonna say is, you notice every time a discussion gets really good, here comes Samuel to kill it. He did that last week.
But you said you're going with him, Larry.
We can keep going right up to the edge
gonna
if you want, but
I wasn't going to say anything. He's the one that just wrap it up. I wasn't saying nothing.
See, that's what I like about Larry. That's what I like about Larry.
Yeah, if you guys need to go, you can go.
Joker and Clifton and chat. Let me tell you guys what the inside joke is. The inside joke is that every time me, Larry, Samuel, Carrie, and now all of us have our private meetings, every time we have a private meeting, the meetings are always ended by Samael, because Samael randomly says, "Oh, guys, I gotta go. I have another engagement soon." What's your engagement?
Do not flip my
I got
hair.
invited. No, I'm not finished. No, I got invited to another live stream where I'm going to be guest appearing, and he always does that, guys, every single time. And he makes us feel like we're nobodies. Like he's so important and called for and needed around the world, and we're just sitting there.
I think the truth is he just needs to replace the snake in his car.
Well. Speaking for myself, my agent just called. So, and I do have another live stream soon.
See, here we go. Now, Joker, you can join Samael. Both of you guys can go ahead and be famous by yourselves. Go ahead. Right, Andy. Andy.
That's a lot of souls.
Thank you so much for having me, though. I really did have a good time for while it lasted, all of my 10 minutes that I was here. Thank you, though.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
You just got us all hungry.
Get you cold.
Thank you for the invite.
What were you saying, Joker?
I said I was telling Larry and Sam, thank you for the invite.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
Definitely.
Let's get that reading together, man. I mean, I'd really like to do that.
Well, we can reach out to some folks.
Yeah.
Samael is infamous for ending the meetings early. No, he's famous for doing that. Not infamous. He's famous for doing that.
He is infamous too. He's famous.
Right.
Yeah. I was steaming last Saturday too because of the talk on. See, guys, Amira has a show. For those of you that don't know, it's called the Exile Lioness 2 channel. And every time the conversation gets real good, we're coming up on 2 hours, Amira. There's 2.5 hours, Amira. Oh, you need to cut this short, Amira. I'm like, shut the F up.
He does do that, and he makes
what Larry's not telling you is that he and Carrie are both texting me at the same time saying, "Hey, we're past this point." So
no, I don't.
Really? Oh, really?
That's
Larry?
Carrie. No, that he's lying. That's Carrie.
I'm lying.
Just like he's lying about not using snakes.
I tend to believe Larry.
Okay. All right. Let's go around
Larry. No, because Larry doesn't even want to stop all the shows. I don't need to go around the horn. Bye. Good night.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for having me. Love
Take
you guys.
care. Nice meeting you.
Catch you next time. Nice to meet you, Clifton. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night. All right. Clifton, what do you got coming up?
Let's see. Sunday. My evening. Your guys' early day, I think. I'm on with Legion Talk and Clue. We have a history channel. We're reviewing Hunting Mustache Man, episode 3. So definitely go check that out. It's a lot of fun.
Just for the record, you can say Hitler here.
It's not my channel, so.
Yeah, you want to keep your channel, dude?
Yeah. Other than that, let's see. Monday, I have a panel stream with Anna, with Brandon the Anime Guy, and with Ronan66. We talk about pop culture. Sometimes we have like an overarching topic, but you can't do that each week. It's not
You haven't
possible.
invited me yet.
No, I haven't yet. I'll figure something out.
Get on that.
We're just getting started. And yeah, the
I'm
last
box
couple of
office,
weeks.
baby.
Hmm?
I'm box office, baby. Come on now.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely get you on. I just, we're just starting out. I'm basically like,
You find your flow. You gotta find your flow first. Yes,
yeah, exactly.
I got it. I got you.
And other than that, I am rebranding my second channel, Enigmatic Universe. I want to start talking about stuff like knightly virtues. I want to get into the topics of how feminism and the manosphere are just extremes that are destroying our society, and just basically talking life advice and stuff like that, because you go on the internet and you see all these people giving advice and it's just extreme views, and it's not something that helps anyone. And I just want to be a voice of reason. Yeah.
So what you're saying is this is a show that Shadow should watch a lot.
Definitely. No, just breaking down things going on, just something in my personal life that's recently happened that I just don't understand. I should have been born like 20, 30 years ago, I think. And I don't understand this idea, this modern relationship, open relationship type of thing. It's just not me. And I think we need to, just have a voice of reason. It's not for everyone out there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And thank you for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime, man. You're always welcome.
GV, what you got coming up?
Well, I just dropped a video this morning talking about the Gina Carano and Elon Musk suing Disney. I'm just looking at my watch hours right now, as I've got the subs I've got the subs to get monetized. I am about 1,000 hours away from getting monetized. So
Nice.
if anyone in the chat wants to help with that, you can go to my channel. I've got tons of playlists on there. Just press one, press play, just press play all, and you can put that in another room. You can go out and go grocery shopping or vacuum the house or something. As long as it's getting the hours there, that'd be great. You can catch me Monday and Friday simulcasting from Legion Talk. Monday is Game of Thrones. This week will be season 7, episode 5. Episode 5. And then Friday night's Royal Rumble. And you can also usually catch me most of the time on Thursday, simulcasting from Roman of the Empire. We talk about TV shows and movies and whatnot. This week we'll be talking about music from the decade of the 1980s.
Hey, Smoking Otter is asking for the link.
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't have my link on me.
Yeah,
at the
that's
moment.
I'm hunting for it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll put it up. So good
Cool.
deal. Larry, what do you have coming up?
So I'm gonna drop my video this week. It's a short story, and I told you guys about it. I was gonna throw some musing stuff in it, but since it's not the main one that I want to do all that for, I just decided to leave it, a cappella. So I'm gonna release that. I'm gonna put it on a time, and I think I think where I messed up with that little trailer that I did was I just released it immediately. There was no time for it to really get out. So I'm gonna release it, give it a couple of days, and then let it hit and see what happens from that. You guys can catch me. You guys can catch me on Skinemax Saturdays through. Sorry, I've got an angry Arab woman yelling and cursing into the chat. But you guys can catch me there through the Best Talking channel. You can also catch me in the chat as a moderator on the Exile Lioness 2 channel. And of course, you can catch me here every Friday with my co-host Sammy the Infamous, and of course, Know Me Without You when she is not working. That's it.
Awesome. That brings us around to me. My name's Samuel the Infamous. If you're here, you know where to find me. I do live streams throughout the weekend, starting with Abyssal Musings here. We'll do Screaming Into the Void tomorrow afternoon on Saturday. And on Sunday, we come back with Star Trek Engage, which is a lot of degeneracy and fun and classic TV. Also here in about 40 minutes, we'll be over on Beelzebub on Beelzehub for a couple of hours in the middle of the night. Super fun. So that'll be a good time. And sometimes you can find me on Adam the Renaissance Nerds channel on Mondays and Dermy Wormy's channel on Tuesdays. Otherwise, you can find both Lawrence Knight and myself over on Exiled Lioness 2 on Saturday nights and sometimes during the middle of the week. I think that covers just about everything. And if I missed something, my apologies. Also, for everybody who was on panel today, I don't have Clifton or Joker Voice's information in the description yet, but that will be updated as soon as I can. So you'll be able to find their links in there as well. Also, dropped both of their channel links into the chat just a minute ago.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep. I would like to thank both of you for being here.
My pleasure.
It's been good. Thank you to
It's a
Amira.
lot of fun.
Yeah. And thank you to my co-host, Larry. I'm just going to trip over your name. It's like the easiest name in the world to say, but I'm going to fuck it up. So
You're hanging around me too much.
yeah.
Folks, it could
Well,
always
that-
be worse.
Yeah, it could be. It could
Sam
always
could
be
be
worse.
playing jump ropes with snakes.
Jesus Christ. We're going to get out of here now. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. And remember, it could be worse. It could be raining flaming cobras.
Toodles!
What is it you pray for?